already know what it is. It's Welcome. If you're listening to the sounds of my voice, then you know you're on Flow Ohio Radio here in Tampa, Florida. And my voice definitely should be recognized as your main man, Mike D. Welcome to Cover 2 Conversations. 2 Tampa natives, at least 2 topics, from 2 points of view for 2 hours here on Flow Ohio Radio. Again, I reintroduce myself. I'm the main man, Mike D, and I'm always joined by
Reginald Gray,
Gray Stoke of the Jungle.
Those cats were great.
Also known as
Space
Ghost. But that's okay. Reggie said he wants to out. He doesn't. He wants to keep his identity secret related to being Space Ghost. Now that the Eternals will come out, people are going to start understanding his story and what he's doing to saving the universe. I'm so thankful to be here with our producer, Serge Gotti, the Teflon producer from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
Always here guarded by his brother, Alfie, the Sith Lord. And then, of course, our adopted brother, King Solomon, here with all his forces, just in case something pop off, he's ready to go. The richest man ever in the history of the world, King Solomon. Thank you for joining us. I apologize. What's the name of your radio show that comes right before this one?
His, Hers, and Ours.
His, Hers, and Ours. King Solomon with Queen of Sheba here. His, Her, and Ours. Hey, if you can't make it to church on Sunday, come here on Saturday. You'll get the same church thing. He's in the Bible.
Book of Solomon.
They made a book about the man. That being said, welcome back, Mr. Carter. Reginald Gray.
What up?
How have you been, my brother?
I have been good, my brother.
Okay. Are we doing the Malcolm X now?
Yes, my brother.
That Elijah. That being said, we got so much to talk about today. I mean, we're going to talk about the Browns. We're going to talk about the Buccaneers. We may slide in a little lightning, but lightning's going to work about lightning right now. Baseball is over. World Series, Atlanta Braves won. Okay, fine. NBA's interesting, to say the least. Interesting.
Interesting off the court.
Don't have any other sports talk in my mind. We were just talking about Versus. Kanye just did his interview on Drink Champs.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it's hard for me to listen to Kanye.
You watched it or just saw clips?
I just saw clips.
Okay.
I can't. It's just hard for me, man. It's just hard. It's hard. Kanye is a genius, a musical genius, but it's hard to listen to him, man. It's hard to talk to him. All that being said, we're going to get on with the show. So let's start with you, Reggie. I ain't seen you in a minute. My best friend. Love your stuff, man. How you doing, man? How you feeling, man? I heard you don't drop carbs and you're on the keto and the caveman diet.
Not really.
And I heard that you're working out 3 times a day.
No, not really.
Your urine is clear like
2
winter
months
snow.
no alcohol. It was very clear.
2 months no alcohol.
Yep.
Amen. All right.
Yep.
Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
I'm gonna try and do a year. I ain't saying that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try and do a whole year.
A whole year no alcohol.
Yeah. So 4 months. I've done for 3 or 4 months before
Yes,
that issue.
easy, without a problem.
I'm gonna see if I can do a year.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, brother. But are you gonna do are you gonna do a show or?
That's the plan. Yeah.
What show are you trying to do?
I'm gonna do a men's physique show. Looking at by next October.
Oh, so you got some time.
No, you don't have time. No, you got to start prepping now. And I'm already like 70 pounds overweight right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at my scale this morning. I was 235. I wanted to start prep at 200 pounds. That's where I wanted to start at. So I'm Yeah, my goal is I want to get down for the show. Again, this is for the show. I want to get in the 170s. So I want to get like the 170, 175.
But is it really the weight or the body composition? Because you can be 200 pounds and just be in heavyweight division.
It's body composition, but you want to be body composition, like low percent body fat, but on the scale. Like I know my body, for me to do a show, I've got to be 170.
Right. You're saying basically you're a little white dude under that body.
Yeah. Now, this is not a professional show. So these are all amateurs. So a professional show, I wouldn't stand a chance. Okay. But just amateurs. And, of course, they have the masters category. I'll be in masters.
Oh, meaning old people.
Just old.
Yeah.
Masters. We like to call them masters.
So you're going to get the Apollo Creed shorts with the American flag?
Yeah, right? Yeah. So I'll
what happened to you, Rocky?
I'll be doing...
You used to have something. A spark. Something special.
Yeah. I'll be doing...
The eye of the tiger.
I'll be the masters category and also novice. I did true novice before, so I can't do that again. So it'll be novice.
Okay.
So now I've seen some of the amateur shows where over 50, you think, I got a chance here. Some of these dudes been working out like they were ex-ball players and just never made it to the league at 50 years old. These cats are jacked, you know. So there's some dudes like 60, 70 years old doing men's physique. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. So masters could be up 50 plus. It ain't got to be 50.
Wow.
So I might get a bunch of 70-year-olds in my category, and I'll do okay. But if I get a bunch of guys that's just turned 50, and they've been in gym rats for 30, 40 years, and used to be running back for the Bucks back in the 80s, you know, I got something to worry about. And that's going to be doing the show, too. Right now, she finished her show. She's in off-season mode. Kind of a little funk right now because she's gained weight back, you know. Since
that means 2.3 ounces.
What do you mean?
She gained 2.3 ounces back.
No. She's got like 20 pounds.
Yetta, I could put Yetta in one of my backpacks.
No, she still looks feminine and nice to me, but she thinks she's fat. Yeah, but she's like her show weight.
But honestly, what woman doesn't think that?
Yeah, exactly.
Her scale weight is this morning was 157. Her show weight was 125. 125 at the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's probably a healthy off turn.
To me, she is too. But she wants to
give her body a break, let her rest a little bit.
She was in prep did 3 shows in prep for 9 months.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's 9 months no alcohol, 9 months no fast food, 9 months no candy. You know, gym twice a day.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Now this program was easier than the old program because she was only working out Monday through Friday. It wasn't Saturday or Sunday. So that's one positive here. But I told you, dude, your body resisted a bunch of stuff for 9 months. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's the game plan. We're planning on doing a show by next October. She's got to get some blood work done. I'm going to see my primary care on Tuesday. I'll get some blood work done on Tuesday.
Yeah, for y'all young people, that's what you do when you get over 40. You go to your primary care on a regular
basis. I've not had blood work done in about 2 or 3 years. So I need to get my liver checked. I need to get my liver checked out.
I don't even want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, you be shocked, man. The doctor may say, "How the hell are you still living?"
You don't even have a liver. Your liver is gone.
I'm like, yeah,
you're checked out a long time ago.
Yeah, no, or he might say like, "You're the best looking liver I've ever seen before in my life." How? Like, I don't know, doc.
So before we get to our first music break, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. We have to. We love Flow Higher Radio. Alfie and Serge Gotti, Sergio, the Surgeon General. Now a performing artist here in the local area. We'll maybe talk about that. Odell Beckham, Cleveland Browns.
Does he play soccer?
You bend it like Beckham. I've been made to understand that Cleveland Browns have released waived. Is it waived? I think it's waived. Or is it called released? No, they released.
He's got to clear waivers.
Yeah, on waivers. Odell Beckham. What are your thoughts?
It didn't work out. I kind of saw this coming because me and Solomon have been down that train track before in Tampa, and I just.
He just couldn't hit him.
No, yeah, he couldn't hit him the same way Jameis couldn't hit Djax when he was here. Yeah. And when I tell you, I keep bringing this up. I have never seen.
And when he did hit him, he dropped it.
Yeah, no, he caught it. It's just the parallels are so similar. Tell me where I'm off at. Number 1 overall pick, Heisman Trophy winner. Went to a team that's traditionally bad.
Problematic person.
You think Baker's problematic?
No. I'm talking about the receiver. I'm talking about Odell Djax.
Okay.
Odell Djax, problematic.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's
personalities.
Divas.
Personalities.
I just saw it, and you look at the Browns right now. Serge, you can jump in on this. Yeah. They've got everything.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, they got the defense. They got the damn running. They probably got the best running game in the league.
Even with Hunt out.
Yeah. The thing with them is after Tennessee got 1 player. Y'all got 3.
Well, Tennessee done.
Yeah, they're done now. Yeah, but you got good skill players, and the
coach,
the weak link. I think what the coach is going to do, he's doing the same thing that BA did. He got this year with Baker, and he's like, you know what? I tried it. Now let me go get
my boy now.
Yeah, let me go get Russell Wilson. Let me go get.
There are a lot of quarterbacks that will be.
Let me get a veteran.
Wow.
that can hit a receiver, or because Baker, they have to hide Baker too much. The same way the Saints were hiding Winston. Winston was like bottom of the league in yards thrown and also in touchdown passes.
Yeah, but Winston's not been doing too many Progressive commercials either. Exactly. So much hiding is him and Aaron Rodgers need to stop doing commercials.
No, when I say hiding, I mean on the field.
It's funny that you mentioned that name because
Aaron Rodgers.
If I were the Cleveland Browns,
we ain't there yet.
I'd get Aaron Rodgers.
If I were the Cleveland Browns, I would try to make it work with Odell. I would have tried and done the same thing that Bruce Arians did and said, listen, I tried it with your boy before I got here. It ain't working. I need to go get a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers has made it known he won't be in Green Bay next year.
Yeah, but he's a California boy, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
Tom Brady was, too.
He's not going to Cleveland. Tom Brady went to Tampa.
Yeah.
This is the place to be.
I don't disagree.
I mean, come on. This is Tampa Bay.
Now, the thing
he didn't think about it. You from California. You lived in Boston for, 20 years? You moved to Tampa. Come on. Now, I live in Green Bay, which is, God bless you live in Green Bay. I moved to Cleveland? No offense.
Hold on, but I go to Cleveland and I bring that team a Super Bowl. I'm a god.
In another division in the AFC.
I would have Odell on one side with Jarvis Landry on the other, and arguably the best running back tandem in the league.
And Brett Favre went to the Jets, and he almost did it.
Exactly.
If he didn't hurt his arm, he almost did it.
He was balling over there too. But what I want to bring up as part of one of the topics, though, is there were rumors and rumbles about Odell not being happy while he was in Cleveland.
No, his father said that.
I was going to get there. So all of a sudden, his dad pops up a video on Instagram that was edited. He clearly edited a video showing all the times that Baker missed him when he was wide open. Before I get to Serge, Mike, Mr. Business Guy, Mr. Executive in office, you being an executive for the Browns, if this is you, and all of a sudden you wake up on Sunday like, what's this? Who's that? Oh, that's Odell Daddy. He put that up there. It wasn't Odell, though. It was just his daddy. What would your first thought be?
First thing's call Odell. Hey, tell me what your daddy's feeling. Not what you feeling. Tell me what was your dad? What's your daddy going through?
Oh,
then number 2.
Wait. Wow.
Oh no,
your coach. What happened?
No. I'm calling coach. I'm calling Odell.
No, I'm saying I'm Odell. Why? What happened?
yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying. I need you to log on your phone, charge it up. Is it charged up? Go to your laptop. Let me fax you something. And I'd first get and say, is he sharing your viewpoint, or is he just being a father? Which is he's trying to protect his child. Do we have a issue here that we need to discuss? I don't know what response I would have got from that, but based on that response from that is how I would have dealt with it. Number one, if I saw an edited video on some social media,
that's my whole thing.
I'd get the whole video. I'm the NFL. I'd find who it is. There'd be, what Suge Knight did with Vanilla Ice. I'd hang on the balcony. I need the whole video. View the whole video. If the whole video says something a little bit more towards me, hold on.
When I say edit, I mean edit in the way that it only highlighted the misses.
But what's his concern? His father's concerned about something. When your son's already a millionaire, for your father to be concerned, is he really concerned, or is he really just talking some jib jab out in a club or something? So I would to me as the Browns, I would actively have squash that. I wouldn't let it just fester in ESPN and Fox Sports, and I'd have hit it like that.
Yeah, but
I think where Mike's going with it. Think about when your boy was drafted number 2 by the Lakers, and his father LeVar Ball.
Oh,
was the Lakers were like, "Hey, LeVar, we got to cut this out now.
Yeah, quiet.
We this is your son. You're gonna ruin his career by what you're doing.
Because
so
you got a lot of mouth.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, I would have just hit it that way, and then if it was, I'm gonna go to the evil side, right? What if that was actually part of the plan? How about? I don't know the relationship between Odell and his father. There's an assumption that they have a good relationship.
Exactly.
I don't know that. His father might have been an absentee father. Call up Odell's father. Hey man, give you $100,000. Just do an Instagram post. Come on, man.
I mean, nobody shut Brady's father down when he said that stuff about Belichick, right?
Oh, no, Brady didn't make a comment about it.
Well, that's Brady being.
But he was intoxicated and he was throwing the Super Bowl trophy.
Yeah, no. Brady did say I talked to him. Like he has his own show on Mondays. He said I talked to him and said, "Be careful. I might not pay for his old age home." Where he said something like real cute. But the thing is, though, do you have any conversations with him and Baker?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You pull them both in the office.
I don't know. I don't know about both in the office because to me it's a Baker to Odell. Either Odell's not open or Baker's not hitting them. And as a coach, I should know the difference. Either Odell's not running the routes right or he's not open, or Baker's not hitting them. Whatever that, I don't want to assume which one it is. Mm-hmm. Whatever that is, I'm going to go to that person. Hey, I can fight for Odell.
Buddy?
Can you hit him? I can fight for Odell, but can you hit him? Well, I can't really tell. Okay, that's all you need to tell me. You can't hit him. Thank you. Or if Odell said, what about Baker's calling you a problem? What about Baker? But I run the route, but I like to shimmy like this, and he gets confused. Okay, so you don't really run the route. You run a route, but you don't run the route, and he can't hit you. All right, and then I make a coach's decision. Is this a coach's decision at this point? It's about execution. When it comes to business, it's about execution. There's 2 players that need to execute together. One of them has a
ego problem.
One of them has something, and then you figure out how much money each one costs you. Do I keep Odell and get a better a different quarterback? I apologize, a different quarterback, or do I keep my quarterback and get a different Odell? And quite frankly, quarterbacks are not easy to get.
It's easier to replace Odell.
Yeah, it's easier to replace Odell. I mean, come on.
How you feeling about it, sir?
He doesn't.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm not feeling.
I mean, we did a lot better without him, so I don't care. I just wish we would have got something.
As soon as you heard about his dad uploading the video,
I was just like, oh no, he called Dad. He was upset.
Oh yeah,
he was like, Dad,
come get me, Daddy.
Dad, they're not.
This is the same receiver.
And then his dad was like, call Uncle LeBron, tell him to drop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the LeBron thing. Yeah,
that's all it was.
Yo, man, I forgot about LeBron part.
Yeah, I forgot about LeBron.
But this is the same receiver that Eli Manning said, I like him covered one-on-one versus a receiver. I would throw it Odell covered versus another receiver wide open. Yeah. I mean,
he was a bad, but we've seen this, right? We've seen T.O., we've seen Ocho Cinco, we've seen these receivers that their skill is unmatched. Moss, quite frankly, even though I know he's a Hall of Famer, and I don't know, there's these chemistry things. You go, you know what? It just ain't working, man. It's just not working. Because at the end of the day, it's got to be. Remember, this is entertainment.
Right.
You ain't catching the ball, dog. And you just talking on social media in the locker room. Eventually, that gets old.
You think OBJ got mad because Baker kept on doing those commercials?
I think y'all guys from Ohio are mad about the commercials. I don't even pay attention to commercials.
I see them all.
I mean, just like when your boy for Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, was like doing Jeopardy.
And doing State Farm commercials. Don't forget that.
Yeah, but
he performs. Exactly.
He performs. No one cares about the off-the-field stuff as long as you perform.
All right. And the thing is, I think he's gotten to a point now where he's kind of a bit of a, I don't know, kind of like Reggie, a diva. No, it's just at a point like, yes, you're an incredible quarterback. You've proven it. You only won 1 Super Bowl, but that's okay. you're one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever happen, and now you're just kind of letting things kind of. You're a billionaire. Well, maybe a billionaire, but you're at least a millionaire. You just kind of. And after me talking about how you started the question, me being a corporate minded, in a corporate mind, you don't let people just degrade on your dime. You don't let them just. Oh man, that's why. That's what happened with Joe Montana. That's why you go, hey man, appreciate it. I'm Joe Montana. Yeah, I know.
Good job.
And you probably gonna do great with Kansas City.
Star.
But I gotta run this business, and you're not as entertaining as well. You can't move as fast. Remember, I got Steve Young here. He'll run and hit a linebacker standing in his face. I'm gonna go this way because I need to entertain, send hot dogs and candies and stuff in the thing. I appreciate you. God bless you. And I think Aaron Rodgers doesn't realize that eventually Green Bay needs to go. Man, you are going to be in the top 10 probably on the Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks, but you're not entertaining anymore. Now we're worried about whether you got a shot or not. I don't sell hot dogs. I don't sell hot dogs because of that.
Going to that,
what insurance you have? I don't have time for that.
Going to that point, from a business perspective, you spend X amount of dollars. I believe Odell is scheduled to make $18 million this year.
Really? So how does that work when you wait?
So basically, they release him. He goes to waivers.
Someone pick up his contract.
If somebody picks him up, they have to pick up the contract.
$18 million.
If he clears waivers, he's a free agent. Cleveland's on the hook for that against their salary cap, but they don't have to pay him. It's just counted against their cap. Another team can sign him and then
for
get
$10.
him exactly.
But you paying $18 that
on
doesn't even exist. Okay.
So with that being said, if I'm going to make an $18 million investment in a player whom his success is based on another person doing their job, which is Baker getting him the ball, I mean, I think my problem is with Baker and not Odell.
Yeah, but like
my success is predicated on you getting me the ball. They pay me to do a job. I can't do my job because you're not getting me the ball.
Because last year he was awesome when he did that little end around, that famous play he ran through
against Dallas.
Yeah,
I mean, same thing as Bucs fan. The whole Keyshawn Gruden situation.
Yeah. Oh man,
you're not getting me the ball. Yeah. You're paying me to do something, and you're not allowing me to do my job.
Right. So what would you have done? Middle of the season, this goes down with the whole Instagram thing. What would you have done?
I think I'm correct with Mike. I mean, I agree with Mike when I have a conversation with Odell. Hey, do you know what's going on with your dad here? Blah, blah, blah. Where'd this video come from? All right, how do you feel about this? And I literally have to sit them two down.
Yeah.
If it's me as a general manager, I'm siding with Odell on this one. And hey, listen, your fifth year.
Baker's hurt.
Your fifth year, I'm not resigning. You haven't shown me what a number one overall pick.
Especially with Burrows, especially in the same state with
as
Burrows,
Joe Burrow, exactly.
No, but what I'm saying is, what do you actually do as far as him playing?
You finish the season out,
yeah.
But Odell, listen, ride with me this season. I got you. Yeah. We'll get somebody in here.
Gotcha.
You know what? Because we got somebody in Seattle looking to get out.
We got somebody in Green Bay looking to get out. Exactly.
I think it's time for a musical break, man. What you got for me?
Because I was going to do this last week, but because of the KRS Kane battle, I've been stuck in '88. So I got a lot of songs I'm doing are from 1988.
I graduated King. You were 10. God damn, I'm old as hell. So that's when I graduated.
So these are some of my favorite songs from '88. I know you didn't hear most of these already. That's that rappity rap stuff you and Maurice listen to.
No.
Yeah, you didn't like half that shit.
Man, I'm older now.
You were playing Hammer and Ice. Yeah, exactly. All right, so the first the two songs during the break is going to be DJ Cash Money and Marvelous Marv. No, take that back. Oh, I totally messed this up. This is going to be Super Lover C, I Got a Good Thing, and Super Lover C, Romeo.
No, I don't know Romeo.
Yeah, I did have been out of order.
I don't know what the first one you said.
Okay, all right. So I'm hitting play right now.
All right, this is Cover 2 Conversations, two Tempanaires, at least two topics with 2 points of view for 2 hours here on Flow Higher Radio. This is your main man, Mike D. I'm always joined by
Reginald Gray.
We have King Solomon in the house. We have Alfie the Sith Lord. We have Serge Gotti, the Teflon producer. And we will be right back at this musical break.
Sounds are legit. You're just weak as a totally sure. Now I don't wanna procrastinate because I hate to be late on a serious date and make you wait. Before I get to rock and rap and swing and sing, your girls are gonna be my mate. 'Cause I got a good thing. Suckers, now that I'm owning them, I'm laying them, slaying them, constantly loving and boning them. Make them perform, work up a stormy time, I'm doing them. Treat them like puppets, I'm stringing them up and maneuver them. Yo, the rap disgust, so I must assume keep on. Telling you be off, get lost, your chump be gone. Repelling and seldom telling, and still you know my name. So skedaddle, you want a battle, come with the game show. Slam one jam, a man, then each one of them ever since. The proof is in the pudding, I'm pressed up and labeled evidence. Respect the effect of the rap, that super swing, you ain't taking nothing, chump. 'Cause I got a good thing. Super sing you and bring you. Print it up, press it up, set it up, sell it a single. The harder the core, the smoother the more the melody. The hype of the loop, it boosts as a super fidelity. Gaming and rapping with funky beats and say you win off. A lyrical miracle, then to find out it's a spin-off of Super the Trooper who causes the freak and the many. Girls of different worlds, no particular, but just any. Girls famous than mine, simple because I mingle. No matter the game, it stands the same, I'm single. Yo, respect the effect of the rap that the super saying. You ain't got nothing, chump. But I got a good thing. I'm a cool Time was wicked, so I'm tempted and using this equipment. The only goes to rock and roll so that I make commitment. Now suckers don't mistake it. Tonight I'm gonna make it. The super got a good thing and daring you to take it. Kill the noise, boys. Don't you get my picture and grip? My thing is good. I'm wishing you would attempt to rip. Yo, respect the effect of the rap that the super sing. You ain't got nothing, punk. But I got a good thing.
This was all just sand and mosquitoes. Now it's the Miramar Lion.
You built the palace. Stop.
How shall I rock thee? Let me count the ways.
1, 2, 3, 4, get it!
I got the rhymes to keep your body pumping, to keep you rocking. That's what I intend. It's 8 number 1
We back, and we are black. Still, amazingly enough. That being said, welcome to Cover 2 Conversations. Two Tampa natives, at least two topics for 2 points of view for 2 hours here on Flow Ohio Radio on the west coast, the best coast of Florida, in the Tampa Bay area, Tampa Bay. You're joined by my main man, Mike D, and I'm always joined by
Reginald Gray.
We have King Solomon in the house. He has his troops outside just in case y'all want to get it. We got Alfie the Sith Lord and Serge Gotti, our Teflon producer, in here. Cleveland, Ohio natives. But let's move down a little bit from Cleveland, Ohio to Chicago or Arkansas. Maybe you want to go to Arkansas because there's a man named Scottie Pippen from Arkansas. Scottie Pippen from Arkansas played for the Chicago Bulls. I don't know, Solomon, you probably know the years, but he played for them several years. And during the time that he played for the Chicago Bulls, which was after Jordan joined the Chicago Bulls, where Jordan was getting his ass handed to him by the Detroit Pistons, all of a sudden, Jordan started winning championships. Was it Scottie Pippen? I don't know. Because there was Scottie Pippen, there was John Paxson, there was Horace Grant. Oh, the name, they go on and on and on. So once everyone has decided that Michael Jordan is the GOAT, there's movies, there's shoes, there's, it is all kind of things related to it. And it appears to me, Reggie, and this is just my, some people who played on those teams with Michael Jordan, the great Michael Jordan, saying, wait a minute, it was a team. It wasn't just one man, and I need my respect. I don't know, Reggie. What do you think about what Scottie Pippen been saying, and what has he been saying that you're aware
of? He called Phil Jackson racist. He said the only reason that Mike put out that documentary because he was intimidated by LeBron. He said some other shit too. He said some other stuff. So, first of all, is Scottie Pippen underrated? This outside basketball fan looking in for the people that know it better than me. Solomon, is Scottie Pippen overrated?
Overrated.
Underrated or overrated?
Overrated.
Is he overrated?
He's a top 50 in the history of.
That's what I'm going to say. If they gave him the title of one of the top 50 players of all time, he is not overrated.
So he is one of the top 50. He is one of the top 50.
In my opinion, is he one of the top 50? No, but I'm saying what they said.
Who's they?
The gods of basketball.
Those folks
hey, you know how Shazam has the Greek gods and what does The Rock have? He has the Egyptian gods.
All right, now I'll stick with Solomon. I'm certainly going to jump in here sooner or later anyway. So does Pippen have any merit for all the ish he's been talking since he
other than the migraine game? Don't.
That's a big statement.
I said, no, I knew you were gonna go there.
Okay.
Other than the migraine game.
Okay, take away the migraine game. What about
Pippen's migraine game? Right?
Yeah.
What about
where he sat out the fourth quarter because they wasn't giving the ball?
No,
and they gave it to Kukoc, I think.
Those were two different games.
Oh, when he gave it to Kukoc?
The migraine game was against Detroit. Before they won a championship.
Oh, okay.
That was in the playoffs against the Pistons.
I didn't know he was
the Kukoc game was after Michael stepped away and went to baseball.
That's the one where he called Phil racist.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's when he called him racist.
He wouldn't give him the ball.
He gave the ball to Kukoc.
And Tony Kukoc, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm not NBA. Solomon's got that, but I know enough that Kukoc was clutch in hitting those nice twos, around the perimeter. And if I was going to give someone a three and it wasn't Paxson or Kerr, it'd be Kukoc.
Which Kukoc did hit that shot and won that game.
Yeah.
But the interview that Pippen was talking about was, why'd you give him a chance and not give me the chance?
Because you don't hit that shot. And the play was to hit a 3-point shot.
Are we going to analytics style? Is that what it is?
The thing is, I just read, like I said, once again, I feel I'm on the same page with Reggie, but I know enough from a football specific to say, I call a play to hit a certain shot. I look at my personnel. Unlike Seattle did against the Patriots in the game when they lost Super Bowl, my personnel says I need people to shoot this shot. Right. Who can do this? Paxson, I don't think Paxson was on the team anymore. I think it was Kerr and Kukoc.
Yeah.
Kerr, you're not fast enough. Kukoc was fast enough, tall enough, and he was hitting those shots. You get the play. Scotty, why? I'm the best person on the court. Yes, you are. Not for this play.
Okay, so with what you just said, Scotty, you're not the best player for this play. If Michael doesn't go into retirement, is the same thing said?
I think Michael would have said, give it to Kukoc. I think Michael would have said, Kukoc, and he went up to Kukoc, you missed the shot, I'll kill you.
I think it's the old.
I'll kill your family back in your country.
It's the whole Doug Collins thing that you hear the soundbite over. Get the ball to Michael, get the hell out of the way.
No, I know, because he's the one who gave the shot to Paxson in the first, was it first or second?
Well, he did it with Paxson.
He's the one, he said, no, you're going to make the shot. Don't miss.
Don't miss. Are you gonna walk home with a lip?
I think even I might be misspeaking here, but I think the Kerr did a shot like that, and this is in the middle of the playoffs. I think Kerr Jordan one said, "No, I'm gonna give it to you."
He's like, they're doubling me when I come out.
I need to go ahead and you be clean, you be out on the corner, just look at the basket and take it. Plus, Jordan probably cheating anyway, holding them and shit.
But does Michael pull a Pippen? And when the play is drawn up for a Kukoc, he checks himself out of the game?
No, never. You always want to be on the court, just like Kobe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's why, I discredit Scottie Pippen there.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen, this is what I want to, Reggie, this is what I was going to bring up. I've seen this before. I'm sure you've recognized it, but you probably ignored it because it's a basketball thing and a football thing. I don't know if you noticed in the past about 10 years, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has been the same way. He wants a statue in front of the thing. Why is everyone talking about Magic? What about me? What about me? Why is everybody talking? And it was like, I don't know. It's kind of like Pippen. It's like Kareem is. Everyone knows Kareem. He fought Bruce Lee.
Thank you.
But he felt like he wasn't getting the respect and the accolades.
Was Kareem winning before Magic?
Kareem never lost.
Kareem won a championship in Milwaukee. He won a championship in Milwaukee.
With the Lakers.
He hadn't won a championship with the Lakers, but he was a dominant force.
Yeah,
he was the league's all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he never lost in college, or he's never lost.
I'm just asking. But he didn't win a championship with the Lakers until
Magic got there.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. That's true. But it was Magic. I think Worthy.
The thing about it is Magic is the epitome of Showtime. There is no Showtime without Magic, and that's what the Lakers are known for.
Right.
So
it's one of the things where you're that player that shows up every day. You're the offensive lineman that protects the left side. If you don't know football, you don't know the most quarterbacks are right-handed, so they're looking this way, their backs this way. If you're a left guard or a tackle, you are the most magical person in the world to protect the Tom Brady. No one knows that unless you're a football player. Yeah. But Kareem was, even though he did the skyhook, a famous shot, he's on movies and all that. People didn't realize the reason Magic could do all that Showtime because you got this 7-foot monster in the middle of the damn paint. Yeah. He can throw the ball around because if he gets it inside, Kareem is just going to dunk it in. Kareem wasn't really focused on. Magic did all the. It was entertainment. That's the difference between sportsmanship and entertainment. To me, this is what the mix where the problem is.
It's a finite line.
It's like they say George. George make movies. They ain't making a movie about Scott Pippen. But when he was in one movie. But when Jordan sat down for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, Scott Pippen ran that offense, and Scott Pippen was the man. He kept the point. At least he was good on defense, or he either kept them from scoring, or he scored while Jordan could take a break. But when Jordan showed back up, it was Jordan's show. And no one gives you credit for that.
If the baseball year, didn't Pippen lead the league of scoring?
No.
Was it? Okay, was he MVP or anything?
No. Because thing is, he would just get enough. Like I don't know how many triple doubles he had.
Put it like this.
Did he do anything that year?
I'm gonna put it to you like this. Your thing is music. You understand music. Yeah. This is what Scottie Pippen needs to do. He's drawing attention to himself because he feels he didn't get credit.
He needs the album.
He's not. No, seriously. He's not one of the all-time greats like he's trying to make himself. Yeah. He needs to play the Eric B. role.
Oh,
you're not as great as Rakim, and Rakim would have been that without you. Just say, hey, I'm happy being Eric B.
Wow. I don't know if I don't know about that. Damn. Wait a minute. No. How about this? This is a better. Check me if I'm wrong, Solomon. This is a better analogy. I think this is a bad analogy. Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff.
Okay.
Because Jazzy Jeff is well respected as a DJ,
right?
Even without Will Smith. But ain't nobody like running to a Jazzy Jeff concert.
Yeah. But you think of the greatest DJs of all time.
But look at Will. Well, I put Jazzy Jeff.
But the reason I can't go with that is because I can't put Will Smith as one of the greatest rappers of all time.
No.
I can put
Will Smith is Will Smith. The whole genre.
Whole
right.
But I'm just looking at this
specific
specific thing here. Rakim is considered one of the greatest MCs of all time.
Yeah.
Jordan is considered the greatest basketball player of all time.
When people say Eric B and Rakim, me and Maurice, we just think, why is Eric B even there?
There's no Eric B.
It's like, they're there in name only.
So that's why I say I think it's a bad analogy. I think that Jazzy Jeff, put it this way, Jazzy Jeff without Will Smith still would be Jazzy Jeff. You would know who he was.
Scotty did Run DMC. Because Run DMC is going to be the front man, and with or without Jay, even though we love Jay.
But I think Jazzy Jeff is a little better than
No, he is. No, I get what he's saying. But as far as he starts talking music, not the whole
Yeah, but I'm saying Jazzy Jeff is better than Jeremy.
No, that's my whole point.
What Scottie Pippen is looking for, he's looking for the whole.
He's the Kareem.
Stockton Malone.
Yeah.
I'm the
equal.
No,
you ain't
I'm the Montana Rice.
No.
That's what. I'm the kid in play.
No, and Solomon just talked me out of my own argument because when you sat down those two games, you just killed that argument.
Exactly.
Because the flu game, maybe a hangover game, but let's say it was a flu game. When I was literally watching that live. He's sweating. I mean, he's sweating like he's just dripping water. And he sat down, and he had his towel on his head, and it was the last play. And he wipes up, and the guy, he could barely walk to the court. And you were thinking, they're not going to throw the ball to this dude. Last shot? And probably got open. Threw the ball to him, he knocked it in. I swear to God, if he had fell in Scottie Pippen's arms, I wouldn't have been surprised. And I'm like, this dude's a monster. He like, I don't want to lose. If I die here on the court, I won.
So
when he shot, did you see as we were younger back then? Did you see the shot when he shot and ran through the tunnel and just left? You didn't see when Jordan shot the last shot and kept running and went into the locker room?
The one I remember is the line where he just...
Oh, no, you didn't see the one where he did with Mutombo when he said, welcome to the NBA, and closed his eyes and shot it?
Oh, yeah. I saw the highlights, so I didn't see the actual game.
But according to Scottie Pippen, all this stuff is rigged. It's to build him up. So.
The thing is, I think that people in that limelight... quite frankly, I think it's a psychological thing because I think we've seen this where people who are famous, they've done great things, but they're not the greatest. And they something just happens when they get older, and they're like, I was,
You know what it's almost like?
I need my
now that you say that, you know what it's like? It's like the kid that grew up with a bigger brother. And although his stats in high school might have been better than his big brothers, he could never get out of his big brother's shadow.
Because his big brother was the first.
Right.
Yeah, right.
That's what it's like. Yeah, Pippen can't get out of Jordan's shadow.
So make everything simple. Should Pippen shut the hell up?
Well, let me tell you this. I'm going to say he shouldn't shut the hell up, but he's got to get his mind right because Pippen is great.
Might be that hair.
Now, one thing I don't want is us to pass away and our generation think Pippen was just some crybaby. Pippen was bad. When I tell you, when Jordan was like, Jordan, there were some games people don't even realize. I watched him
the year he was doing baseball. I saw Pippen took him to the playoffs, right?
Pippen led them to the playoffs.
Okay,
they had
Phil Jackson.
They won in the first round.
Okay. Yeah,
they lost in the second round. They had the second best record in the East that year.
Yeah.
So I mean, but they were a good team.
So
what a good coach.
Hold on, but if they would have won the championship that year without,
then Pippen has every argument in the world.
Right. And the thing is, he let his. Remember, this is a guy from, not trying to give him no background, but he's from Arkansas, man. You got to look at his history. This dude should have never. Michael Jordan don't have that. He don't have the sob story until his dad gets murdered in North Carolina. Jordan's life wasn't perfect, but Jordan don't have one of these stories about I was digging ditches and he was this kid. He grew up. He was playing baseball.
Was born,
whatever. Scottie Pippen's life was like, man, he had to take care of his family. If I remember correctly, he was taking care of his family. I forgot what happened to him in Arkansas. He is a strong. So I want people to respect Scottie Pippen, but saying that you're not a friend, you and Michael Jordan weren't close. All right, well, that's cool, but I wouldn't mention that.
You mean they weren't besties?
and just say, hey, look at what I did, and realize I'm a top 50, regardless of who they.
Boom.
And then you make your money off that. You don't need a dog Jordan to make your money. Jordan is not the greatest person in the world. I think we know this. Everyone's figured out, the Jordan of our youth
isn't the same.
Isn't the same guy. He's a gambler. He's a cheater. We got all that. It's cool. You don't need to live your life off of that. Just live your life of being on Scottie Pippen. I played with the GOAT. Just
he
like
Bron, he doesn't want to call him the GOAT.
But he didn't play with LeBron. But I just can't even imagine how you would say that when you're on the court with this monster.
You know what Scottie had to do, or what Scottie was looking for. Scottie was looking for that Kobe moment when Kobe finally won a ring without Shaq.
But with Phil Jackson,
regardless, I mean, Phil is. I don't care what you guys say.
Yeah, I understand.
Phil did not put a ball through a hoop.
I don't know.
Phil did not.
The Zen master. I'm with you. I'm always about the coach isn't on the field. And when I see people fail on the field and trying to blame the coach, it irritates the hell out of me. Mm-hmm. If the ball hits your hands,
you're supposed to catch it. It ain't the coach's fault.
When he's supposed to teach you how to catch, I get that. But I think that the mental state that a coach puts teams in, that's what happened with Duke. That's what happened with Alabama. That's what happened with L.A.
Okay, so tell me this then. In that argument, Phil Jackson.
He got the rest of them.
Hold on. Phil Jackson did not win a championship without Kobe, Jordan, or Shaq on his team.
I agree. Problem is, if teams were only one person, then I'm with you.
Same thing for me to say. Bill Belichick never won a Super Bowl without Tom Brady.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you get that one person and you're able to build the other people around that person, then put it this way, Phil Jackson got Scottie Pippen to shut the fuck up for all them years. Now he talking. Where was he talking back then?
Well, it's relevancy now.
Well, yeah, but no,
Scottie Pippen's trying to cover up what's happening with his ex-wife.
But he got him. Well, I don't know what happened with his ex-wife.
Well, she's out dating every college basketball player she can find.
Was she dating Future or something?
His ex-wife or his wife?
His ex-wife.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I don't know.
To the point where his son is like, I don't even want her to be recognized as my mother anymore.
Oh, dang.
So what's Scottie got to do with that?
All right. But, hey, let's end this on this, and we'll go to the next break. Let's put it this way. Number one, you don't believe Scott is a top 50 player. I do find it a little. No. If you think top 50 player of all time, NBA is an old. People don't realize how old that sport is.
Yeah.
I even would question damn, top 50 in a sport that I think is older than football. I'm gonna basketball older than football. Naismith,
probably so. But I'm gonna put it like this: these lists are, like I said, narratives of the media and what have you. Mm-hmm. How can somebody be on the top 50 list of all time and not be on the top 75 list?
Yeah. So all that being said, Scottie Pippen is an amazing. I watched him. I grew up with him. He's an amazing athlete, and what he came from in Arkansas to get where he was is not of question. The coincidence that he played with the GOAT he would have been great anywhere. I know he played in Phoenix and it was a little choppy there. Let's not get with that. He is one of the greatest basketball players. Forget what list. But problem is the social media world. I just think he needs to, man, just take your blessings, man. I mean, you played with one of the best. Let's not call him the GOAT. And you won championships, and you play with you literally. Goddamn it, his coach is the GOAT.
Yep.
I mean, you play with this. Who can say that? Teach other kids. Don't be around here trying to degrade Michael Jordan. I mean, that's not necessary, man.
But saying Mike's name does kind of sell the book. So.
Yeah, selling books, man.
Yeah, but you don't need the money. I mean, what you spend? What you gamble?
Maybe
Michael Jordan gamble.
Maybe he needs the money.
He might need the money now.
See, good point.
Good point.
So, Solomon, if he's not top 50, what do you say he is?
Solomon's list.
I'd put him in top 100, but I look at it like this. Look at somebody like Bernard King. Bernard King is on the top 50 NBA list of all time. But then they put the top 75 out, and he's not on. I don't get that.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but the same person.
I would take Bernard King over Scottie Pippen any day. Easily.
Hey, who's the top for you guys from Ohio? Who's the top athlete you think about in Ohio?
LeBron? Jesse Owens.
Anybody?
Jesse Owens.
Oh, no. If we're talking about
just athletes in period. Jesse Owens, you can't beat that. Damn.
Jim Brown?
Jim Brown. That's it.
All right, there you go.
I don't think he was from Ohio.
He's not from Ohio, but he played in Ohio.
Oh, but yeah, if we're talking played, LeBron.
Over Jim Brown?
Yeah.
Over Jesse Owens?
I guess they're saying what LeBron did on the football field in high school, huh?
As a tight end.
Court.
That's the tallest tight end I've ever seen.
My dude was 18 years old, playing with the best players in the whole planet.
Because me and you are not basketball people. Like I said, we'll go to the music
Jim
break.
Brown.
Top 50. When you hear the word top 50, is there a player that just pops in your mind that goes from NFL that just hits in the top 50? You don't need to. You don't listen. Just name one.
Name one off.
Just name one.
Just say it.
Say it. Walter Penny. Great. I say Jesse Jackson. I'm just
I mean, one that people won't. Okay, Walter's obvious. One that people won't. And again, I watched him play because I was older than you guys. Kellen Winslow Sr. To me, he's the greatest tight end of all time. To me, he is better than Gronk, better than everybody. Kellen Winslow Sr. is the greatest tight end of all time. Especially the playoff Miami game where he had like 12 catches. He blocked an extra point for them. He had to be carried off the field.
Oh, when it went so late that people were passing out.
He dehydrated, and he blocked the punt, the kick that would have won the game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great one. He's the greatest tight end of all time.
All right, let's go to a break. This is Cover 2 Conversations, two Tampa natives with at least two topics with 2 points of view for 2 hours here on Flow Higher Radio. I'm always joined by
Reginald Gray.
I'm the main man, Mike D. I got Serge Gotti on the turntables. I got Alfred the Sith Floyd here doing security, and I got King Solomon in the house, man, with his Trojans outside ready to do any damage that happens to us. And thank you, Solomon, for always coming here and supporting our show after your show when your lovely wife, Queen Sheba's here and had to go ahead and get you some food and all that. So what we got for music right now?
Next coming up, more 1988, those hits that Mike never heard of, but me and Maurice played all the damn time. Coming up, we have no, I'm not playing that. This is DJ Cash Money and Marvelous Marv. Song is called "Ugly People Be Quiet." And after that,
I know that song.
Yeah, okay, you think you do.
That was Chachios.
No, not that one.
It was Chachios.
No.
All right, you gonna play them? Chachios.
Yeah. You talking about the Florida? No, this is not from Florida. And the other one I skipped the other on the first break. This is gonna be Romeo coming up on. I skipped that the first one. Cash Money and Marvelous Marv. They're produced by Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. They actually sound exactly like Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. When you hear him, you're thinking Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince from '88.
Okay.
When you first.
Hey, well, this is Cover 2 Conversation here on Flow High Radio. We're going on a music break. We'll be right back.
All right, here we go.
Party started right. Hey, Cash, tell the people what you're the king of. Just clap your hands, just make your hands clap to Marvelous Mike, Marvel dictator of rap. Get on the dance floor, let me see what you got. 'Cause the sound we're throwing down, it makes you wanna rock high. Herbie love. Supplying the beat, they make my rhyme sound fresher to the highest peak. Check it out, get down. A wild style form of rap, mind dazzling sound. The style I'm reciting, just reciting my style. The double words double, but I call it wild. So girl, just keep grabbing my tip. Long as the money's flowing, everything is legit. 'Cause my rhyme is on time is my rhyme. Already on top, ain't no need to climb. And to the bone, he's like the record down to the bone. Call him Cash Money, but his name is Jerome. The green-eyed brother with the green eyes. He shakes your booty boom shaker from 9 to 5. So listen to this tune, don't knock it till you try it. People, ugly people, will you please be quiet? This is a hard rocker that will rock your house. Turn up your radio and stereo and check it out. It's crazy, wow, nearly bang, boom in your butt. My name is Marvin, call me Marv, the wacky, marvelous nut. The raving rhyme ruler, rock roller that rules. Getting laid, staying paid, so you know that I'm cool. This stunning, smashing, super serious sound. The devastating, death-defying dictator who's down. The mighty hard rocker who's rocking your butt. And everybody check him out, Cash Money's on the cut.
Come on, come on.
Oh yeah, that's sweet. Oh yeah, that's sweet.
Boy, I'm rough and I'm tough, never pulling your bluff. I turn a hard rock haggler to a cream puff. Got rhymes and rhymes, getting better with time. Hit so many death lines, you have to rewind. Play it back, listen, observe my rap, cause my lyrics is strong, and it's like that. In Philly down the way, hard rocking alone. Marvelous and Cash Money, Marv and Jerome. We make your party hardy and say, Lottie Dottie. Get busy, y'all. Bass booming, but I'm not done yet. Gonna make it real funky on your death cassette. My mic is sweating with steam when I hear the crowd scream. People ugly people is the name of the theme. I'm the microphone master, money making man, and I got more rock than Bon Jovi's band. Cash constantly controls, corresponds to me. He's my homie, he's my DJ, he's my sidekick. So as you listen to this tune, don't knock until you try it. People ugly people, will you please be quiet?
Yellowstone, cable's #1 drama.
Super loving Romeo, Confirmers I can do 'em. A spot on any folder cotton, I can prove it to 'em. I know it sounds dirty, but super gets no dirt on because I wear a hat and keep my underpants and shirt on. Come to make them jump as if they're doing them gymnastics. If the Romeos are rapping with just fantastic, got the girls at the gigs, bringing them in big. So ladies and thingamajigs, oh egg 'em, hey the girls wanna get some. Line up, I'ma get with ya. Turn off my lamp, then stamp on you my signature. Then I go and look up, someone else that can push up. He'll thank me now, but then be shook up with the hookup. And hey, he took a chance, but she can't be romance cause she's stuck on soup. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm her Romeo.
You think I'm a Romeo?
Sure I do. Well, maybe you should prove these things to us so we can see this. Go on. Well, I was with the boys at one of my performances, ready to exit, but the girls are rolling strong. And since we was sticking together and was picking cuties from the crowd, we say, hey, was kicking chickens. They said, hey, brothers, we're looking for them lovers. And that's when Rudd yelled, yo, hide the mountain cup like a hocus plus pocus. Like Magic One had focus on a photo. Then she asked for an autograph, so then I wrote it, then I slipped, kept sliding. She drove behind, I stopped, chopped her up. Instead of a side, caught my breath, then spit it. No one seen that I did it, she was large and big, you dick. I wasn't with it, attitude got bolder, the super Casanova. Guess no one had ever just went up and told her we were Romeo. That's not right. You're not supposed to take all the girls from all the guys. That's not fair. You can't just do that. Go on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I barged through the halls of the department stores, driving moms and daughters crazy on several floors. I was headed for the 6th to purchase my girl's gifts. On the way, I bumped the cutie escalating off the 5th. She stopped, said, damn, you hit me kind of hard then. She sucked the teeth a step before I could be parted. Didn't find it funny, but my partner started rolling. Your bug what I told him, yo, and then we kept strolling. Felt a little drummer like the rodeo was stopping from the beat. I bet the boom led to the audio department. So I stepped in, and there it was the lovely one, my mega fly cutie. So you know I had to hug me one, my jam pump, the one I bumped, jump, and I said, hey, what? I'll give anything to Kristen that rough. I couldn't help it, she was booming, so I grabbed her, left the room, and got the car and started it up. Vroom, vroom, then zoom to a place that I can hit it. If you're doubting that I did it, I'm a super lover, brother. So yo, you know I hate it, I'm a Romeo. That was my girl you hit. That's not right. so I can get a fresh breath of oxygen. You can grind and kiss at the super dancer, his rap, cause speaking of dance to others, artists rapping is a mishap. You could be shaving longer, Harry knitted. Turned off the leather, pumped another, then she split it. When I slid back up, I tapped her on the back. Hammer was an action, cause I caught her in the act for her not to be schooled. That was my super psychology. Hip hop rockers, I knocked her and apologies accepted as I rented. And she paid for the damages. I worked up an appetite and whipped me up some sandwiches. Now ready to exit, and she had started ranting. I replied by and rule of fame from the Latin, then her voice just muted, drowned and diluted. Yo, the story never ends, but I'll just conclude it. I'm a Romeo.
This is crazy. Those super lovers seeing cashing over on guys here. They're ridiculous. There's nothing I can do with these guys except kill them and sell their skins to make drums. I'll get you guys.
Hey, are we back? Are we in the house? Man,
and those damn slave movies.
Yeah, I don't damn slave movies. Well, me and Son were just talking about, man. If you have not checked out, what's the new ones coming up? Reggie, you said I want to see it.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Book of Boba Fett.
So we were going to the nerd thing. So I like the nerd universe because I'm saying the Mandalorian was incredible.
Yes, it was.
So Boba Fett should be great.
Should be.
But then you look at the other shows that for people of color out there. My lady's watching BMF. Is it BMF?
BMF.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
blowing money fast.
Yeah, and then what was it? What was the group in with Wesley Snipes in New Jack City? What was
CMB.
The group? CMB. You know, CMB. Boy,
we all we got.
That's what we got.
Yeah, yeah. Am I my brother's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? Come on, Reggie. Over, bitch.
Yeah,
Reggie, that's what you gonna do to Reggie?
Yep. Shot afterwards.
Watch 10 years from now, Reggie gonna write a Scottie Pippen book.
Yeah. Oh, I never liked.
That's already in the works, bro. That book is already in the works.
That being said, there's a. I don't know if you saw a new cartoon on Cartoon Network where they go through all the cartoon universe. I think it's the Lessons of Kibby or Libby or something like that.
No,
it's on Cartoon. You gotta check it out.
I've ever since.
I'm sure everyone saw Squid Games.
I saw the first episode.
I got it. But I haven't watched
the first episode. That was it.
Crazy.
I saw when they were doing the red light.
I'm gonna save you the trouble of watching the rest of it.
No, I watched the whole thing.
Oh,
I'm done.
Okay, so there's this movie called
Alice in Wonderland.
No. It's called Battle Royal.
No.
Okay. Crazy as fuck. That's where they got the idea from.
No, that guy had written this in 2000, early 2000. Not to discount what you're saying, but I'm just saying the story is that guy had written this, and he'd been trying to sell it since 2009, and then went back. So what might have happened is that happened what you just said.
Battle Royale came out,
and then somebody picked it up. 2009, the main character in that he's the writer. He's been trying to sell this for 2009. Now it's the most watched anything
Netflix show of all
on
time.
of all time. Can you imagine? 2009, South Korea. Now they have a Japanese version called Alice in Wonderland. That it is what it is. But
well, you gotta understand. Like I said, it started with Battle Royale. Then the Americans came out with their movie, which was of course, what is that one girl with the fingers and.
Okay, now you scared me.
What is that?
You scared me.
I don't know what to tell you.
You scared me.
Wait.
You gotta plan these things out before you say it.
I know. I'm sorry.
Hey, while he thinks about it, hey, look,
the girl with the fingers.
Yeah,
the girl with the
golden finger.
Hey,
the one I want. Should I volunteer?
I don't know. 3 girls with.
Yeah, I'm about to say, is this? Are we talking about pornography?
No. One girl that volunteers herself in the games.
Oh yeah. You talking about the Hunger Games?
Yes, there you go, Hunger Games. So look, it was Battle Royale.
Yeah, because they do like this.
It went Battle Royale, and then of course the Hunger Games. And
but we're fighting for food.
Like I said, it's a process. Somebody copied off somebody else, but they changed, tweaked it a little bit. Now that's what I feel about this one. It's like
that's the same.
Hey, that's why you stick with
Running Man.
That's why you stick with the Jedi.
Same as a Running Man.
That's why you stick with the Jedi, not the Sith, because the Sith Lords. Hey, Red, let me tell you a real quick something happened to me.
What happened?
I have 4 fantasy football leagues. I mean, only one that's money tied to money. Thank goodness. I'm not a gambler, but some of them you get. So I get this alert, and it says you're a player unavailable. No. So I pull it up. Gotta change the player, And the code next to the player unavailable normally says, they're injured or
COVID.
whatever, COVID, whatever. It was like a weird. I ain't never seen this code before. This code was like, that player name was Henry Ruggs, wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders. So I because I'm doing fantasy football, it doesn't matter. He's not available. Let me go ahead. But then you got to decide: do you cut him or do you just move him down to on the bench and replace him?
You cut him.
So I was thinking of just moving down the bench because he was doing very well. And so I did a little bit more research.
Mm-hmm.
I did more little research.
Would you turn TV on? It's just on TV. It's like
some people work during the day, ready? So tell me about this man and tell me why I had to go ahead and drop him.
Your boy Henry Ruggs, 22 years old. So you can jump in when you want to. 22 years old. Raiders, University of Alabama. First round pick.
Cash? No, not cash money anymore. I was about to say cash money, but no, not anymore. First round picks now don't get all that guaranteed money.
He's got good money, but he's like late first round.
He got a nice signing bonus.
Yeah. He got a little bit of guaranteed money. And he's having a breakout season this year. Didn't have a great season last year. Breakout season this year. And made the young mistake of got his sports car, got his girl in the car with him, and was twice the blood alcohol legal in Las Vegas.
0.08, so he was 0.16.
He was 0.2.
Oh, damn.
He was, I think, I could be wrong. It was 0.2, I think. And
in Vegas.
Yeah. And ran
in Vegas, that is nothing, but go ahead.
Yeah, and ran into the back of some little
tiny Toyota RAV4.
RAV4.
Doing 156 miles an hour in a Corvette.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he did that.
And there was a 23-year-old girl in the car with her dog.
Shout out to Peter.
Yeah, and their car caught on fire.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so the girl was in the car. It's him. He got video where
there's video where a gentleman tried to get to the car to help the young girl, but the car went from being on flames to exploding.
Yeah, so he couldn't get to her.
He couldn't get to the car before it exploded.
And Henry Ruggs is on the ground with his girlfriend's yelling, "Get some help for him!" And while they're yelling it, someone's got their video camera out, looking over there, and the car is already on fire. But it explodes while they're trying to get help. Yep, and so he's being charged. I don't know what the actual charges are.
It's manslaughter. It's DUI resulting in murder.
Yeah, and he was in.
Oh, that's a. I thought it was DUI manslaughter. So it's DUI resulting in murder.
Yes.
Meaning that he.
I don't. Let me not say murder.
DUI
resulting in death is the charge. DUI resulting in death.
Murder. Yeah, because when you have an accident, it's only manslaughter. Oh.
Yeah. So, Raiders cut him.
Yeah.
Like the next day. So the victim of Henry Ruggs' crash was alive during the fire. An eyewitness heard her scream from the car.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And the dog, too?
Why would you hit someone from behind, though?
Well, I think she was at the light.
Yeah, but how fast are you going?
156
miles an hour.
And you're
intoxicated. So your depth perception is messed up.
And plus, you got a sports car.
You got a sports car with a girl in the car. Who knows what they were doing in the car?
Oh, boy. Hey, look, that's the Ohio stuff right there, man, when I'm talking about that. Well, I mean, it's obviously.
I got caught once.
Let's not make light of it. Obviously,
That's true. That's true.
Blessings to the family. I mean, my God, what can you say? So apologies for the family. And I know this is always hard for the victims. This is so hard for the victims when you look at the perpetrator and go, "Oh, I feel so sorry for him," because you think, "Well, he should have been driving." I get it, but you make a stupid mistake.
And his, from what I understand, his best friend died in a DUI accident a few years earlier.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a few years earlier, and they had video of him like from this week before the accident, where he's in the locker room making a video on Instagram, and he's saying like, "Hey, shout out! I'm having a great year this year." I mean, it's just weird, man. It's like having a great year. I'm going to be spending Thanksgiving this year with my girl. She's going to cook for me this year. My first Thanksgiving not being home. Like, all this is a video,
Wow.
Yeah, like.
Wow.
And I would say this, too. This happens all the time, too. Once again, not meaning, I'm going to say it, but I do recognize the fallacy in it. But it's one of those things where, who you keep company with Because number one, if my lady, if I was driving 150 miles per hour on a dirt road in the middle of Kansas, my lady would like, "The hell wrong with you?"
I would tend to agree with that, Mike. But the one thing you got to take into consideration there, you're talking Mike Dove today. What would Mike Dove at 21, 22 years old been doing?
Me and Reggie be like, yeah, Dad.
Yeah.
See, me and Reggie would have been sitting on the ground crying. We've been running.
Well, we kind of had the situation ourselves with one of our friends who drove crazy when he was drinking.
Yeah.
And we were and we did a lot of, knock on wood, how we still here, a lot of drinking under the influence. It was always like no big deal. Like, hey, we're going to the club. We'll pregame first, or hop in the car and drive somewhere. And I wish they would have had Uber and Lyft back then. It didn't have it. And
the cab would actually show up, because in our neighborhood they don't.
777-7777.
But this is like a couple years before that. Yeah. And you were in the car. I was in the car. I was in the car separately.
You bring up a good point,
You had a situation where you were in the car with you guys were in Atlanta, and the same situation where everybody's been drinking. He turned. Well, this is with you. He turns the corner, and they almost lost it on the corner.
But the thing is, the catch with that, he was completely sober. We weren't drinking. But to your point, Reggie makes.
He was sober?
I didn't even think about what you just
sure
said.
He was sober?
Oh yeah, he was sober. I didn't think about what he said. We were in the car with someone. And we were like, "Hey man," we knew he was emotionally kind of problematic. He was drinking because of his emotional. He lost a girlfriend, and it was very traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
But he's that dude, man, I got this.
Yeah.
And we knew he didn't get this, but he was so much, I got this. If you say, like, hey, man, you need help, or, we have to fight him, real honest. And I do remember us being in the car where we had to kind of figure out how do we.
I mean, it sobered me up.
Yeah,
I'm in the car.
We're telling him, like, hey, man.
And I'm like, dude,
you got to calm down.
I had to put the drink down. I'm like,
you have to calm,
watch him.
Got to stop. And be real honest with you, about a blessing, the Father, if you will, with those who believe in all that. He listened, but I admit we hesitated because we should have stopped him immediately. We shouldn't even let him drive. But we get in the car, we young, and we get it, and then he's hitting on his 100 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, the club ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. And we said a couple things, man, and then, between the alcohol and his machismo, he's talking to us, man, what's wrong with you punks, whatever. And I admit, I get with Reggie, we didn't necessarily have a comeback. We're like, either we punks and gonna die with this fool, or we, and I think it was enough of us just being continuous, trying to figure out ways. Cause I think Reggie said, hey, man, blah, blah, blah. Then he shut up, Reggie, whatever. Then I said, hey, I'm up here in the front seat. I see the lights going by a little faster than I would like to. And then eventually he's like, man, just to shut you guys up. And he slowed down to 80. And he got us there, and then we probably chalked it up as, whew, we got through that one because you're young. You think, that's a win. That wasn't a win because we really should have said, man, you're going to pull over right now or I'm going to break your neck and throw you and take your car.
Well, going back to your boy Henry Ruggs, like Solomon said, man, you're just young. You just, you're like, it won't happen to me.
Right. And the thing is, they want to punish, and I apologize for interrupting you, Reggie. You want to punish, right? That's how America works. You think, we punish but I've always said that, well, hold on, what exactly was crime? He made a mistake. He made a known mistake. This is Las Vegas. So if you've ever been in Las Vegas, come on. Young guy, too fast car, drug impact is ending his life, is putting him in prison for the rest of his life. Is that really making a difference? Is that really doing anything? I would actually more like, guess what? For the next 25 years, every month you will spend talking to people your age, look like you, whatever. I want you to go out there and play football. Once again, I know this is controversial. I said, no. You've been doing great this year. I need to go out and play football.
Yeah.
No, why? No, I'm just saying, hold on. I know it's controversial. Because when you finish playing football, there's a couple things you're going to do. Number one, you're going to be in your house arrest or whatever. Number two, you're going to talk to high school kids and college kids. And you say you went to Alabama, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every month you go to Alabama talking to these people. Hey, know why I'm here? I have to fly from my house in Vegas down there. every month for the rest of my damn life to make sure you guys understand this is what happens when you do what I did.
I want you to be an NFL representative and talk to that girl's family.
Constantly.
I want you to be an NFL rep and go talk to the girl's family that died.
And tell them that.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, I tell you, I probably have a controversial opinion on that. Every time we get on the road, we can die. Mm-hmm. It doesn't take alcohol to kill you in a car accident. It takes a tire blowout. Remember, you were old enough to remember.
But it's a situation where you're not at fault. You're waiting at a light to go. Somebody rams in behind you.
Yeah.
Doing 150 miles per hour. That's not the norm.
And I would argue and I say, no, you just because you haven't experienced it doesn't mean it's the norm. Every time
no, it's not the norm. I mean, someone could hit you in the back, yes. Not at 3 o'clock in the morning at 150 something miles per hour in a sports car. That's not the norm. And it's a residential area. It's not like on the interstate. It was a residential area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My whole point is that I don't. It's kind of like when an airline crashes, the millions of airline things. One thing I realize is that we do dangerous things and we don't think they're dangerous until one of us die.
Right.
Then it becomes dangerous. Driving is dangerous.
You know,
we don't even think that. We put our 16-year-old kids out there. I'm telling them, we had taught them how to drive. Every time we get on the road, completely sober, nothing wrong. It's dangerous.
And if he would have hit your 16-year-old son.
And I would have understood that she was out at 3 o'clock in the morning in Las Vegas.
And you don't know what she could be leaving work. You don't know her dog's in the car with her.
Well,
and I know she's in danger.
I've never really thought about it that way. And the fact that you're addressing it like that, I kind of see your point. I honestly
she's always in danger on the road.
But you're taking responsibility for what happened.
But here's the thing: I would agree with what Mike's saying. You know, his life should not be ended because of a mistake. Now, what I brought up on the previous show, our show, his, hers, and ours, I don't think, as tragic as the death was, he's not going to get off that easy because of this whole dog situation.
The dog was in the car.
Yeah. Peter's going to run with this.
Yeah. But this is another example why I want him to work. Because my lady was just talking about this civil lawsuits and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now I lost my daughter. I'm in pain, whatever, but you know how we in the United States, at least, you know,
pain is money.
It's money. Well, he ain't got no money. He in prison. No. I need you working, bro. I want you working every day. I want OJ making movies because I'm gonna get a cut of every time you make a damn movie. I'm getting a cut for the pain that I have. That's why I think it's the opposite. It's like, no. You made a mistake. You did something stupid. You're a football player. Play football. You're gonna have some, you have some restrictions on your life for, probation, like normal. But every time you pay a check, I want you to see on the check. I want you to see that line. Look, I'm divorced and I have a daughter. Every time I look at my paycheck that says child something support, whatever, and I have my child support on it. So every time I get paid, if I don't see my daughter, I'll remember.
So you feel the same way about the white kid that's on Bayshore.
Exactly. I want him to go to college. I want him to be a doctor.
He was drag racing.
What happened with Hulk Hogan's son?
Oh, yeah, when he killed his friend.
He killed his friend.
Drag
racing on Bayshore.
I don't remember.
They had a crash and he killed his friend.
His best friend died in the passenger seat of a crash.
Yeah, I can't remember what happened.
Nothing.
Yeah. So
something should have happened. That's my whole point.
To me, it's like, hey, all right, good. Guess what? You've just picked up an entire family you're going to take care of. So you're Hulk Hogan's son. How can we, because he was doing TV shows. Remember, Hulk Hogan was doing TV shows back then, reality TV. Great. You better keep that shit up. Because I need my check every month. Because of that. To me, that is the punishment that I would. If you watch the movie, when you watch Harder They Fall. I'm not expressing anything you don't need to know. One of the characters talks about, hey, this person is paying. He's paying in such a way that I'm good. He's done something bad to me, but he's paying in such a way I'm good. As long as he's paying, I'm good. I don't need him to end his life. I'm good how he's paying because that makes me feel good. To me, that's where I think we miss when we punish people. Oh, you put him in jail. His life is over. We're going to do a documentary on 30 on ESPN 20 years from now when he gets out of prison or something like that. I'm like, What'd you get? A deceased, beautiful woman and her pet, and some brother that's never going to be the same again. Versus, damn, I just picked up a whole family I want to take care of for the rest of my life. I think that kind of punishment to me is the right kind of punishment. Now you need to work. You need to play. You need to practice.
You don't think doing it that way at a 22-year-old, even though that's a major accident, you don't think like, whew, I didn't go to jail. And just fast forward.
Oh, no, you're in jail. You're just not in bars.
Behind bars.
Yeah, you're not sitting in thing. Oh, yeah, I got you. Oh, come on, man. I got this.
How
My lady knows where I'm at. I know exactly where you at every day.
You to my house arrest.
Generally, yes.
Okay. And I'm saying to you is, even with that, put your guard down. Like, okay, I've been doing this for a year, 2 years. You gonna hop in the car? Are you saying he can't drive again?
Pretty much.
Well, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay, you got to give me some more information than just he's not.
Well, guess what? If you're a million,
where are you going other than practicing the game?
What I'm saying is, you have to give me in order for me to go with your idea. You got to give me more than he's not going to jail. He's talking to Alabama students. I got to hear more of.
Oh yeah, he's not driving.
Like he's constantly next 20 years. He's going to be house arrest technically next 20 years. He got to take a P test next 20 years. He got to do this and that. Blah blah. Just give me something more than that. He's not going.
He's got to keep working. He's got to keep a job. Got to keep a job.
Yeah, but no one's going to hire him. No. Again, the way the league is right now.
Right now.
Dante Stallworth guy.
Yeah, but that wasn't now.
Yeah,
that's not
What's
now.
the dude that just came back that keeps getting kicked out of the league?
Josh Gordon.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's an interesting point of view. All right, next one, we're talking John Gruden emails. We talked to you about this before. I don't know if you were here or not when the emails broke.
Which one?
The John Gruden emails.
Yeah, look.
He's racist.
To me, this is I think that people of color need to discern what racism really means in the United States. In my opinion, if Caucasian Americans are being Caucasian Americans, I don't automatically consider that racist. I've seen Caucasian Americans talk negatively about anyone outside their race. Negatively. So me and you have been in front of Caucasian Americans. They talk negatively about Asian Americans and American Indians. When we're not in the room, they're talking to Asians. That's their culture. So I don't emails about that Negro. That's their culture.
But he had lips. He had big lips like a Michelin. I'm the same way. I didn't think.
Was that racist, or that was just him going at DeMaurice Smith?
The only thing to me that came across is I wouldn't even call it racist. I just call it political difference. Is when he said they should kick Kaepernick out of the league. Mm-hmm. It was something like that, and I just saw that as a different political point of view. I didn't hear anything. I was like, these damn Negroes, or I won't hire that guy. Or
most of the people would play from. To me, it goes back to what I said with Odell.
Andre Rison had just stayed in his house. Andre Rison said, like, when all this broke, he goes, dude, he invited me to stay in his house last week with me and my wife.
Yeah,
it was like, dude,
I would go to the players, go, hey, you heard this? Players say, yeah. What do you got?
So
will you play for him or not?
Let's fast forward that then to something more recent. The owner of the Phoenix Suns.
I thought that was BS
I don't know
too.
about that.
So, I mean, basically saying that not only were they in an environment where, racism was provided and the owner walks around saying nigga this, nigga that, it's also a misogynistic organization.
Now, hold on. Hold
on. And black people?
Hold on. Now, I heard this about his use of the N-word. I could be hearing this wrong. I heard this on one of the podcasts where they said a report from one of the former people that worked there said there was an incident where they were on the court and the black players are using the N-word left and right. And
so
the owner,
he decided he was going to use it.
But in context, he said, how come they can say the N-word and I can't, but he used the word, and I can't say it? How come they keep saying it every 5 minutes, but I can't say it? That's the context of it.
Right.
So when you put it in that context, even though I don't like it, is that really being racist? Really?
I mean, that's what's reported, but if he's saying it there and saying, why can't I say it, chances are he's saying it.
But unless I'm hearing it or it's affecting hiring practices, the big thing is hiring practices and being treated fair.
Yeah, and I'm about to say, let's be real clear, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If the thing about saying that word is that's not the point. What we've understood, and once again, correct me if I'm wrong, is people of color realize when you can say that word freely, you act differently. When you say that word freely, your actions follow it. So we use that as a signal that if you say, you call me all that N-word, then we know there's other things you're doing behind the scenes. Because I think a lot of people get caught up on, y'all say the word a lot. I say, yeah, I say the word a lot. What am I doing to Reggie when I say that word? I'm not doing it. There's nothing. I can't change his job. I can't arrest him. I can't shoot him in the back. I can't do a lot of things. But when we found that other races say that word, they degrade us. We become animals or less than that. And therefore, other activities they do. So that's a signal. That's why we don't want white people saying that N-word, is because that's normally a signal that, oh, you have other feelings about us, how you're going to treat us. Because technically speaking, him saying that in that context, he's just repeating something he just heard. He said, hey, they just said the N-word.
Now, what I will say is, if it's during practice, that's still like place of business. So that to me, that's more of an issue. Like, come on, dude, you can't say this at the place of business. But I would do that for all the players too.
So what would be the difference in what he said versus what Donald Sterling with the Clippers did?
When he was on his personal time.
Right. He never said the word nigga. He just kept saying black people.
Those black people.
I don't want you associating with those black people.
You're embarrassing me.
Me personally. And I figured that wasn't no business email. That wasn't no business. The girl just put it out there.
Right.
The issue you're going to have is you're in a league that's like 80% black. That's something that's going to affect the image of the league. Now, would I have made him sell the team?
Okay, so
I don't know, but I would have had it like, look, you can't be the forefront.
Hey, so here's where the problem is coming in. Where a lot of the media who do insider blogs and what have you on the NBA are stepping up and speaking. Look at the stance that Chris Paul took when he was with the Clippers versus what he's doing right now.
What's that? I don't know.
His statement now is, this doesn't directly affect me, so I really have no comment whatsoever. When he was one of the leaders saying, hey, I'm not playing for Donald Sterling anymore.
Right.
I'm losing the context. So he played for
He played for the Clippers when Donald Sterling made those comments.
Okay.
Now he plays for the Phoenix Suns. So before he was the leader of saying, "Hey, I'm not playing."
I think he's
on
the Players Association, isn't he?
He's a former president of the Players Association.
Now I'm speaking only on the racial part, not the sexual harassment stuff and all that stuff.
Misogyny is
if all that stuff's combined, it's very unprofessional, and you gotta talk to him.
It's all about business, but sports tries to mix business with culture, and so it's just a weird. Same thing with the movies and stuff, and the misogyny related to movies. It's a weird. Every time you try to make money on people, anytime you make money on people, remember that technically that's slavery, right?
Mm-hmm.
You make money on those people.
According to Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah. There's always these gray areas of are you treating these people with the utmost respect, and if you're not, then we challenge you as a leader to make all this money. That's really what it is. And so the whole point is you do want, in the perfect world, all the NFL owners and all the NBA owners, I just pick on those sports because there's a high content of people of color players, to respect black people. If you are a billionaire but you respect people of color, then we're good. What's the problem is you're a billionaire and you respect money, not people, but you rely on people, and then you slip up and do little things, and then people go, hey, man, we down here, we working for you, we breaking our bones, we're getting head injuries, and you up there, treating us like trash. It's just, it's a business, it's just a weird business thing.
Okay, so would you put, based on the emails, I'm going to go back to the Suns in a minute, so based on the emails from Richard John Gruden, would you say, man, he's racist?
No.
I feel the same way. Okay, what about the Suns? Based on the scenario I gave you, that could have been more. I don't know. Based on the scenario I gave you,
no. I think he's just a
regular dude.
A regular Caucasian American.
Yeah,
in the Caucasian American culture, where any other race is fodder for their comments.
With that being said, are you saying that that's just the standard and what it is that they're going to do, and instead of trying to change it, we just need to accept it?
No, I didn't say we need to accept it, but I think
that's just what they're going to do.
That's what they're
going to do. And just understand it.
Yeah, I just understand that. That's what I understand that when I leave a room of all people, Caucasian people, there probably is going to be some joke about it. That was a big dude, or something. They're going to say something.
It's just what it is.
That's what they do. I mean, this is what they do. Now, whether they act on it, whether they treat me poorly, whether they don't pay me well, that's what I look for.
Hey, Mike, say mammy for me. Yeah, one of those like, okay, it's going.
But the thing is, they'll say that and then I'll laugh and go, "I'm just kidding." So right now, that's a racist statement. It was, but I know them. One of the ways they deal with being insecure and uncomfortable. My lady, real quick, we just went to our event. She's the only. This is kind of the only black woman in the place. 300 people in there.
Yeah.
Only one. Now, there was other races. She's the only one. She stayed close to me. It was about, it was limited people of color. Even the people of color, there was limited people of color who would you call African Americans. Probably 3 or 4 of us. All that being said, something about her personality draws people to her. So they start talking to her, and so all these girls talk, they dance, and she'll get the mic and she'll rap and all that because she knows all the raps. I told Reggie she'd take Reggie down when it comes to rapping. So all the being short, eventually something happens. There's always one of the two things. One, you say a word that black women don't like, bitch, or you singing a rap song and you don't pay attention and they say the N-word. Right. Both of those curse.
Wow.
And
right?
So she looks at me and I go, calm down. They're just singing a song. Mm-hmm. So she let it go, and then it said, the B word, and I was like, they're touching. I said, but I told her, I said, look, I know you want to address this, but what happens is when you address this, you make them nervous. When you make them nervous, they get scared. When they get scared, they bite. They overreact.
Over-aggressive.
And of course, she couldn't hold it in. The girl called her being like trying to present like a what'd you say? What's
what up, my nigga?
No, yeah. Like when I say, "Oh, you that bitch," like
yeah.
that, like you cool,
right.
And she don't even like that.
Mm-hmm.
So she addressed it. This white girl went through all kind of machination. I said, "I told you, don't try to correct them because now she's trying to figure out a way to get out of it." And that's more dangerous than her just letting her say it.
I've got black friends. It's going.
Yeah. She's going through all these, and we're like, calm down.
So let me ask you this:
Black Lives Matter.
We're not angry. We're just saying, don't do it again.
So, given that same situation and how you had your fiance address the issue and what have you, you stated earlier you have a 7-year-old daughter. At some point in time, she's going to encounter the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from an experience as a father where, daughter went off to college on a softball scholarship and couldn't deal being with the only black person on the team because even assistant coaches are going to make comments like, girl, come here. Can I touch your hair? And it broke her. It broke her. She came.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
She came home.
Oh man, I know that one so well.
She lost the love for the game of softball.
Oh no.
Didn't want to go back to school. The entire thing because she couldn't handle being in that environment where she felt she had to be the representative of the black race because everyone else was white. So, where I took the stance of no, you're going to have to bear this burden. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I mean. Do you take that same approach, or are you gonna have that conversation?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I told look because the whole time this is going on, when she kind of checked the girl on the bench comment, I was there, but I was kind of talking to someone else, so I jumped back in when the girl and she was like, "What the hell? Why is she?" And so I tried to calm this, and which I did. I mean, we had a great time. Don't get me wrong, nothing bad happened, but it was one of those things like I just wanted her to stop calling me a bitch. I know she felt it was a comment, a compliment, but I just don't want you to call me a bitch.
Get comfortable with it.
And I was like, yeah, but I say with this culture, they think
you're the standard, right?
This let them.
Was that more because of the white girl saying it? What if a black girl would have said it?
No, she don't like it at all. That's just her personal preference. So that's the thing. It's her personal preference. So it's like they don't even know you. Yeah. So they would never know you don't like that. To that culture, that's kind of cool. Oh, you're a bad bitch. They think they being cool.
Yeah.
And I said, you got to ignore it. And so when she saw her go all Megan, I said, that's what I told you. Just relax. Right. But to your point, I said, we're here. We're having a great time. They love you. Matter of fact, they're trying to engage you. They just don't know how to get in.
Right.
They're I said, you look at the look on their face. I mean, literally, they were all. I said, they're trying to learn.
Was it open bar?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to break.
Yeah, they're trying to, and what I say the same thing. Basically, I say the same thing. I say, if you're going to be in this environment,
don't mess this
we
up.
as people of color, in my personal opinion, as people of color, we've got to understand, even though they have power and they have, they're trying too. Some of them are trying. You don't fight the people who are trying. They're trying to engage you. They just don't know how to get in. And when they do something stupid, you go, oh, you just sang the whole words of bitch better have my money, huh? Well, that's great, but you probably should be singing them and just in school them. So that being said, hey, this is Cover 2 Conversations, two Tampa natives, at least two topics for 2 points of view for 2 hours here on Flow Higher Radio. We have our producer, Serge Gotti, the Teflon producer. Nothing sticks to him, man. He's just that smooth. We have Alva, the Sith Lord here, all the Cleveland Knights in the world, Ohio, rocking here. We have King Solomon out here with his army outside just waiting and ready. Reggie, what you got for us on the music?
Simple clarification. So you let racism slide if it's an open bar? No. I'm messing with you.
Hey, what I say is what we define as racism. I think, quite frankly, I'm challenging black people. I think we need to define racism very clear. When a person not of color does something and we call it racist, like sends an email, come on, man. Do you really? He don't like that guy.
Yeah.
So what about this guy I don't like? Hey, what's that boogaboo with the glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, he's racist. No, he would have called, if that was a white guy, he would have called him the something with the glasses. Yeah. He's just, let's not jump to racism all the time.
Also, I think too, one of the issues I have is when you say like that's racist, you got to think how the other person is viewing it. So like in most white people's view of the world, they're like, I've seen Roots. I've seen all these racist movies. I'm not one of those guys.
No.
So the minute you say the word racist, they're jumping to the worst case scenario ever, and that's
riding
not
on
me.
the horse with a whip.
Yeah,
like,
and that's not me. And so they can't comprehend like what you're like. Even like we're gonna talk about Kaepernick later if we got time. Kaepernick, the whole thing was he makes a whole segment on one episode on subtle aggression. Is that it? Yeah, on subtle.
Oh,
aggression.
so that is out now. I saw
it's like 6 episodes on subtle aggression, and there was like minute racism, like that somebody walking by wouldn't notice it, but he did from the time he was 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. And that
no, it wasn't subtle because there were things that were thrown in his face.
Yeah, but if you're not looking like.
Think about the
food thing.
No, the picture of his family at his brother at homecoming, and then the picture he took with the black chick at homecoming, and how they put it in the drawer, and then when he went to the next dance with the white girl.
You're 100% right. I meant outside the house. I didn't mean that part.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that. When they go like, hey man, I just went to the buffet. Man, they got no. I'm just saying my real life experience. They got a whole bunch of fresh watermelon. And I'd be like,
that part didn't happen.
And I'd be like, that's fantastic because I love watermelon. But I understand, like, oh, wait a minute, why'd you assume that? But you're right, and I'm going to the buffet. Thanks for looking out.
Yeah, there was.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, there were the scenes that kind of hit me was. The one scene that hit me as being young and us joking around was when there was a bunch of white dudes, football team, whatever they're doing. And they're in a hotel. There's a bunch of different teams, different schools. And the white kids wrestling around, and no one saying nothing. The black kids came in the door. And we don't want trouble from you guys today. All right, so there's no making noise, whatever. And the black dude looks over and said, the white dude, they wrestling around on the
stabbing each other.
Room. And he looked over there like, man, look at this, man. Like that. And Kaepernick saw him and was like, oh, people that look like me. And he goes over there and start bonding with the brothers. But no, we'll get to it in a second. All right, so going to break. Next 2 songs, sticking with 1988. The first song is Derek B, not Eric B. Derek B. Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. He's actually
that's who Eric B would have been without Rakim.
Yeah, he would have been. Yeah. He's actually from London. From London. The album is called "A Bullet from a Gun," play on James Bond. And next song after that is called K9 Posse, Ain't Nothing to Do With, which I think you've heard before. We played it for you before. Eddie Murphy Brothers in the group.
Yes, you played that for
Eddie
me
Murphy's
before.
Younger brother. And the song, no, not Charlie.
No.
They had a younger one. They had a younger one.
Charlie Murphy.
Yeah. So hit and play now. Oh, volume.
Ding did it ding did it ding ding. Ding ding did it ding ding. Ding did it ding did it ding ding.
Let's take it here.
Got the cuts you like, the incredible Easy Q. It's on the mic and I was at Church Station waiting for a tube when I saw this pretty girl. I wasn't sure why. She was looking my way. That was plain to see. I said, hey, fly girl, are you watching me? Well, she was like, turn away, had nothing to say. Look at the DJ who just made her day. And I looked her way. She turned away. She turned her head close. This me way. Top MC, most of all y'all the dumb boys in back of me. Man's top man, who can't understand and with his brand new taste. The man, rock your man. Come on, can you stop the beat? Cheat the future go weak and you move your feet. Sweet warrior, a story of a sweet success. It gets less, yes, the dumb boy destroys the rest. He's able to rock his whip and give it, cause Easy Q is right in front of him. Now you know you wanna take my rhyme into the street, but before you do, yo, Derek, rock the beat. They can't understand. It ain't a puzzle or a game. It ain't a cryptogram. Cause it's easy. That means not very hard to cue me. Call me out. Tell me when to start. Cause I ride the beat like I came to take. And I'm gonna make you go wild. That's the name of the game. You're gonna laugh and cry and live and die. But listen, party people, I'm gonna tell you why. You see, I was conceived to a funky beat. And when the doctor slapped me, I jumped to my feet. Slapped him back in rhythm. The perfect time where the nurses watching on like I committed a crime. I watched her back me chilling in my birthday suit. I saw her nice when I said, baby, you're kinda cute. Baby, but wait, I was a child. I smiled to her face and watched the nurse go wild. I bounced over to her. I was a bouncing boy. She held me close, oh boys. I was a bundle of joy. And at 10 minutes old, I was making a kill. My poor mother was exhausted on the table still. Now I'm older and wiser and still the same. And playing doctor as always is my favorite game. I always win. I never cheat. I only stop. I only stay. Yo, Derek! The beat, so don't choose it, or you lose it, and you lose it in the street. You find my line on your mind, cause I'm out on tour. I'm like Coke, I'm a classic coming back for more. I'm like McDonald's, so many billions I have served, and unless you're a doctor, don't get on my nerves. I'm respected by all, feared by some. You see, I got a lot of muscle, but I'm far from dumb. I'm a genius, I'm a brag, that's what I'm told. My rhymes are pressed on fire, but they turn to gold. My left hand are keys to my car. I hold a mic in my right, and I hold no buzz. You might be proof, but it's not through yet, because I got Derek B and he's on the set. It started out in a nightclub when I decided to chill, but I couldn't find a DJ to fit the bill. I said and no one had it good to go. I narrowed down to the sound, the dash note. When I found that sound, good enough for me. Step into the party. Derek B trying to wait, that would not quit. With bare hands he stands, no time to quit. Cause I'm the word processor, prince of poetry in the rap. There's more time unless it's coming from me. The line of night is not even just that sweet. What's left, you know it. Rock the beat. Ain't it funky now? Ain't Come on. Hit it. Come on. Hit it. Come on. Yo, Derek B, we're chilling out to London homeboys. You know that? And the Derek B production crew. Throw that. Yo, Derek. The beat. Yeah, the lads. Redwood Camp finished now. Thanks a lot, mate. Del, come, let's go.
Made my way to the stage as I seen the girls clocking. They was rocking in a 10-foot cage. Girlies looking fly. I'm not your average guy on the microphone. So girlies, tell your men to go home and listen to the bass tone. I picked up the mic, yo, I went on. The crowd was bugging, but then I had to call. Cause the kid performing was sore. Moving and grooving across the stage. Me and the crew, of course we ain't through. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. For those that can dance and clap their hands to it. Energy flowing wall to wall. People getting hyped, that's what the rep called. Bobcat came in and sat behind a board. Then he made that chant to keep you moving and grooving. Bobcat has proven ain't nothing to it but to do it. For those that can dance and clap their hands to it. For those that can dance and clap their hands to it. For those that can dance and clap. Now, throw your hands in the atmosphere, and if you're having fun, then cheer. Cause 88's the year for serving suckers state to state. So pump up the party so I can demonstrate a new issue. So here's a tissue. Oh, suckers will miss you and your whack rhymes. This is K9, Potsy, so pass the Kavasi. Yay, hey, boy, I don't play. And when it comes to rhyming, I don't lay. Nor sleep on another rapper's skills. I just go for broke and then deal. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. For those that can dance and clap their hands to it. Let's go crazy. Let's show them we're not lazy. Push real hard to achieve your goals instead of pushing up daisy. Cause they wanna see it or destroy everything we work for, boy. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. For those that can dance and clap their hands to it. Those that can dance,
Oh, yeah, you go. Spring break.
Pumped up, ready to go out.
Oh, yeah, those are the days. And those were the days.
Pump up the funk.
Welcome back.
Great memory on that song.
In our
spring break. That was a great memory on that
Daytona
one.
Beach. Our final segment here on Cover 2 Conversations. Two topic natives. At least two topics for 2 points of view for 2 hours here on Flow Higher Radio. My name was your main man Mike D, and I'm always joined by
Reginald Gray,
also known as Gray Stoker of the Jungle.
Wait,
we have King Solomon here in the house. Our NBA as well as the sports fanatic.
Our NBA analyst.
Yes, and we have
Analyst.
We have Serge Gotti again. Just make sure you keep looking out for Serge Gotti, man. He's also known as Surgeon General. He's out there, got albums going out, man. He's doing shows. Do not sleep on this brother right here. You're going to start seeing him on American Music Awards and stuff like that. You're going to say you knew him before this.
He's on his Odell Beckham tour. My OBJ tour right now.
And always Alfie the Sith Lord in the house. So on our last segment, because I know at least 3 of the 5 of us are diehard Bucks fans.
Yeah!
Very painful event happened last Sunday. Just very painful.
Hey, you guys weren't alone. We lost too. two painful Cleveland fans.
Y'all used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And we're used to losing against New Orleans at least one game. It's not
No, they've
something.
been whooping our ass, bro.
But man, it's just like we just
Just
can't
to come
catch a
up
break with those guys. You know, this is to me, this is when it's not about players. I always say, oh, the coaches are not on the field. I go, I know, but this coach beats us no matter
With
what.
a third-string quarterback.
Yeah, so I say I would say this coach has our number. There's just something about New Orleans and.
I mean, we got him in the playoffs, but that was because Breeze wasn't playing good. We actually had a pass rush that got to the quarterback back then. It seems so long ago.
Yeah,
but Brady didn't play that good in the playoff game.
No,
that was, our defense carried that.
We got lucky.
Saints game.
We got lucky. We got lucky at the Green Bay game. Green Bay made two mistakes. We didn't win that game.
We won that. We won the first half. I've seen that game over and over again. We won the first half.
So Reggie,
half,
what do you think about that game? I'm sad to see our boy get hurt. You know, Solomon's number one quarterback of his lifetime get hurt because he shouldn't have got hurt like that. But
dude,
was it a horse collar?
No.
Okay.
He grabbed his jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, by the rule of the law, I can see how the ref messed up. They said it where anywhere in the name area. So, and it was right. It was right under the name. It was right. It was under the name, but if it's that quick, bam, bam, you can't tell.
Yeah,
It
I
looked
agree.
like it.
No,
because the whole time I was like, that's not a horse collar. I kept saying it, and then they posted what the rule was. I'm like, okay, I kind of see.
Because he definitely just grabbed his jersey and yanked it
But
down.
I think me and Solomon both waited for that game to see what was going to happen with Jameis, and all of a sudden for him to go out like that, I was like, it just seemed like. Now, were you in the Buck chat?
No.
Oh, damn.
He was in New Orleans.
The way he said it, like, no. I was in and out. I didn't stay in it. And
I take that back. I was.
Were you there when he got hurt?
I scrolled back after he got hurt to see some of the comments.
Well, I might have missed
some of the comments were. It was just questioning. That wasn't a horse collar. That wasn't a horse collar.
Nothing about him?
Nothing about him. I mean, for the first time, I think, in that group, people were actually more concerned about the game versus the player.
I think all the Wilsonites were waiting for somebody to say some shit. Yeah. They were like, wait, like, y'all better. I went in real quick and said, hey, all jokes aside, I don't want to see him go out like that. I put that in there. But even then, he was still moving the ball up and down the field on us.
Yeah.
You know, and just something about that damn team. But, again, first 8 games of the season, all my predictions were right. I said 6-2.
No, wait a minute. Let me ask this question.
What?
Is it just the coaching, or is it the location they were at?
No,
it's coaching. It's coaching.
It's coaching. It was worse.
He has something. You see it with Belichick as well. There's certain people he has his.
And I think he's from the Parcells tree.
Really?
Yeah, he is.
He's from so is Belichick. That Belichick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And Alabama, what's his name?
Nick Saban.
Yeah.
And then your boy that Gruden is from the other tree from San Francisco.
West Coast offense.
Bill
Walsh.
Yes.
Bill Walsh.
The Walsh tree.
So I was upset only because they came so close. I was like, we may pull this off. And then I sat back and said, look, I've gotten every game right so far. 6-2, that's where I thought I was going to be at. So I was more concerned about Solomon. This one time I had to talk him off the ledge because I was really concerned about him, man.
Yeah, just
our
defense, man.
I'm still pissed at the game, man. Because
our defense was just, I don't know, man.
So we go down first half. I mean, basically they handed it to us.
Right.
We come back and we take the lead.
Right.
Three consecutive 3-and-outs to take the lead. We come back and score 3 touchdowns in a row. Take the lead.
Because you have to go, basically.
Pretty much.
Basically.
That last drive that
breaks your record.
That last drive that they went down on was nothing but referees. Nothing but referees.
It was like 3 straight, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Wait, was that all
holding?
No, there was. Which one?
There was the pass interference on Cockrell, which was on the complete opposite side of the field where they threw the ball.
Yeah.
There was an offsides when we finally do get to the quarterback and get a sack. I mean,
yeah.
Like I said in the earlier show, I think it was a quota. Some referees had not thrown enough flags throughout the season, and they're like, "Oh, this is the last game of the month. You know, I got to make sure I get my quota for the. I haven't thrown a flag today. I need to be on TV. Throw a flag."
Yeah, I just felt that we were just beat by we had some poor execution from all players, including Tom Brady.
Did you think when we got the ball back with a minute left, and Brady got the ball, they was going to go down and win it.
Yeah.
Or in your gut, what were you thinking?
No, I thought Brady was going to win it.
Yeah, I did, but I was like, you know what? Something don't feel right. Something just doesn't.
You know what? Only thing that bothered me was I had just seen before I left to go to watch a game at Cigar International. I saw the highlights of the Phoenix game, and when he threw the interception in the last play of the game, and he could have beat Green Bay, and I was like, you know, you have an undefeated season in front of you, and you throw an interception, hit the dude on the you're trying to hit the dude on the back,
turn around.
Yeah, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, I was. It was one of the games where right after it sunk in that we lost, dude, that was cool. I was like, hey, we're 6-2, best start in team history. You know
what really made me mad about that game though? He threw the interception, and they could have easily just taken a knee right there and been down.
The boy kept going.
And he's like, I want to rub it in their face. I'm going to score. And we couldn't tackle him. We had 5 people that he passed and couldn't bring him down.
But I actually think that was smart because let's say they go in, he runs, he stops to stop the clock we don't go in the end zone. They get the ball. Anything can happen. We get the ball back for a snap, take a knee, and we fumble. Or, anything. To me, he was smart. He's like, I got the ball in my hand. Let me go ahead and score. There's no way they're going to win this game now. There's no way. So, I mean, I know it sucks that he did it.
What if he fumbles on the return and we get the ball?
Huh?
What does Sean Payton say then?
If we lucky.
I just think for some reason New Orleans just always finds a way to rub something in our face.
Yeah,
I agree.
And that's what pisses me off.
I agree.
But
even down to Jameis dancing in the locker room on crutches.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. You see that?
With the smoke machine?
Oh, yeah. So
smoke machine.
So he got an ACL,
lights.
MCL. He on the cart crying off the cart, and you got Seaman winning the game. Simon, whatever his name is, he winning the damn game.
I thought it was Seaman. I thought it was Heineken. Oh,
Trevor Simeon.
Trevor Simeon. That's his name.
From Denver.
Yeah. So they're in the locker room showing them after the game that they beat the Bucks. Your boy got crutches on, and they got a smoke machine and lights inside the locker room. I never seen this shit before. The club. And they over here, he got one leg up like this with I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Is this going to be that Michael Jordan? I took that personal.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
it better be.
I hope so. Yeah,
I hope so. I mean, I think moving forward, I think they just have our number. I see them. Who they playing this week?
Who?
Saints.
The
Falcons.
They probably win.
They may win this game, but after that, so their schedule with a third string quarterback, I don't see it. I don't. Again, I'm saying, they beat the Bucks. They got our number.
Wait a minute, they're third string? I thought they were second string.
No, that was the third string quarterback.
Taysom Hill's the second string.
Oh, but he's hurt too.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He's healthy now, but Simeon is starting.
Yeah, your boy that quarter came in, ain't throwing a pass in 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, he beat us. So I mean, we lost the game 6-2.
Yeah, when you Super Bowl champs and get beat by third string, that hurts.
I still one of my things is to win a division and hopefully get home field advantage, but I don't know what's gonna happen with Arizona. But you said your boy's not playing this week, right?
Kyler Murray's not playing this week.
And who are they playing?
They're playing San Francisco.
And your boy in Green Bay's not playing this week.
So if we're lucky, both those teams will lose. It's a good chance they both may lose.
Good chance they both lose, and also the only team
Rams is on the week of Rams.
Who the Rams?
They're at the Giants.
Oh shit!
Well, you picked the Giants up.
No, the Raiders are at the Giants. Who are the Rams playing?
We all picked
Tennessee, I think.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry.
Derrick
Henry. Yeah.
Adrian Peterson.
That would have been great if this was 10 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years ago, that would have been cool. But no, first half of the season, I'm good. Offense is playing way better than I thought they were going to play, and that's without the 2 games we lost. We didn't have AB.
Yeah, 2 games we lost. We didn't have Gronk.
Yeah, but I mean, Gronk. I'm worried on Gronk coming back this year. He played in like 3
or 4 games, 3-4 plays, and
but he got some of the back spasm. He had ribs, back spasm. This year, I don't expect too much from him. But if we got AB is a difference maker on this offense, and hopefully he comes back, bro. I don't think anything can stop our offense. Defense wise, I got issues.
So do we get rid of your boy from my frat brother?
JPP?
From defense that got a
Sherman, Richard Sherman,
and get OBJ.
He wants OBJ.
Listen, I actually posed it, and you're the businessman here. I actually asked this question in the group. Long term, do you take a look at OBJ and say, I sign him because right now Chris Godwin is playing under the franchise tag. Next year, Godwin will be making $20+ million a year. With him being cut, you can probably get OBJ for about $13 a year. I mean,
here's
saving
why,
$7 million.
Here's why I disagree
OBJ
with that.
and Godwin.
OBJ has been hurt a lot.
I got to keep
years.
Godwin, man.
And
has Godwin not been hurt?
He's not like him, and he's younger.
2 years.
Hey.
Hell, I mean, OBJ has 2 years of no use.
Meanwhile, Sergio's like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that, man.
I don't know. I stick with Godwin. I see what you're saying. Off-season wise, like I see what you're saying. Right now, I'm focused on this season. And now, if something comes up where AB, like he's on injured reserve and not coming back, I consider it. If AB is not coming back, I'm hoping he's coming back.
How many other suitors are out there, though?
For who, OBJ?
There's a list for that, yeah. At least.
I know he wants a playoff team. It's going to be Rams, Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to sign him and Deshaun Jackson.
What? Deshaun Jackson's
he got cut.
Yeah, he got cut.
Well, they made an agreement. The team made an agreement. And I got happy about that because I'm like, okay, their deep threat's gone. And then they signed Von Miller. I'm like, damn.
Defense got stronger.
Yeah, so I'm good with the Bucs, man. Brady's, he's on
borrowed time.
He's on pace for 5,000 yards.
Yeah,
50 touchdowns.
50 touchdown passes, and that's in 16 games. I'm talking about 17, 16 games. You know, I think we can still win the division. I'm cool with the offense. The defense scared them.
You think they're going to do that asterisk thing because we got one more game
Absolutely.
this season?
No, I don't think so.
Because he gets more touchdowns, but it's like, well, you got more touchdowns.
But the games went from 14 games to 16 games, and they didn't put an asterisk on nothing. So, like Jim Brown played 12-game seasons a couple times. You know,
and then he had a day job.
OJ had 2,000 yards in 14 games.
So, I mean, how do you compare OJ's 2,000 yards in 14 games to Derrick Henry 2,000 yards in 16 games?
OJ had 14 games.
So OJ's is more impressive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what I look at is
yards per game.
Yards per game. That's what I look at, yards per game. But you know. So right now, have a running back getting 1,000 yards is not a big freaking.
But
deal.
that's when you get into that. Well, what about the defenses back then? You know, all that kind of crap.
Yeah. So I'm liking the Bucs right now. I'm looking.
And Derrick Henry, his foot, he broke his foot.
Broken foot.
Yeah.
Terminated.
Yeah, they said 6 to 10 weeks.
On the next 8 games, I had predicted a loss at the Colts and a loss at Washington, and I also predicted an unexpected loss that we shouldn't lose a game.
You thought we were going to lose against Washington?
I may change that prediction, but at the start of the season, I was thinking about the playoff game, and they almost
correction. You thought we were losing to the Colts?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm saying I made my first 8 games. I'm smart. I mean, I did good on those. The second 8, I'm kind of weighing. I got a whole week to maybe keep it or change it. But start of the season, I said at Washington loss and at Colts loss and some unknown game somewhere.
Is Wentz even playing?
Yes, he's playing.
Yeah, he's playing good, actually.
I mean, the only loss that I saw in the second half of the season was the Buffalo game.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Oh, I had Buffalo. Did I have Buffalo?
I think definitely Buffalo.
I mean, I don't say a definite. That's the only game that scares me.
I can't remember which one it was.
Well, if I look
the Saints don't scare Alfie. I'm showing up on that Sunday night game against the Saints at 2:00 in the afternoon, and I'm giving the motivational speech that day.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in the Saints locker room and say y'all should just go home.
So explain what happened last week then.
And I couldn't get to New Orleans to give the speech, but that was.
I had 2 definite losses and 1 maybe loss. So let's just say stick with 2. Let's just stick with 2 and 1. How the hell we lost that game? One of those losses. You know,
like Chicago.
That means you got us going 12-5.
Yeah, 12-5, but more like 13-4. But if we have an extra one in there, I won't be shocked. Like Carolina, in Carolina toward the end of the season.
If everything's already
and everything's wrapped up, and B.A. said just throw what's our backup quarterback?
Gabbert.
Yeah, throw him in there and watch him screw up. And that may screw my whole plans up.
Throwaway game, is that what you call that?
Yeah.
See, I don't think there are any throwaway games because everybody's going to be fighting for position.
Yeah, because I think with the Rams, the Rams are looking so strong right now, and they beat us.
The beauty about that division, the Arizona Cardinals and the Rams, they got to duel it out with each other, so they're going to knock each other off.
That's a good point. I don't think we have to worry about Seattle as much. Green
Dallas
Bay
is at 6-2.
Yeah, Dallas and Green Bay. You know, we barely beat Dallas.
Yeah, but we barely beat them.
Wait, let me ask a question real quick. Do you think the NFL is going to punish Aaron Rodgers at some point because of what he's doing?
I think they will.
Either by monetarily or having him sit out games.
Well, they've already said they're not going to suspend him.
Oh, okay.
They said
that's already been out there. Now, whether he gets fined or not,
who?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah. for lying.
You're right.
I'm immunized. But if you went to school in the United States, you're immunized.
Oh, yeah, I'm immunized.
Exactly.
Really,
so he didn't lie.
Yeah,
he just didn't say which ones he's got.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you immunized, yeah, because you went.
So have you been watching the game?
I got the card to prove it.
Have you been watching the Bucks, or you been all booed up and?
No. We've been going to all the games actually. I just saying, you know.
Okay, how the heck you gonna text us in the group like talking about where y'all watch the game at? I may meet you guys somewhere. And the next picture, you at the stadium. This is you were talking to me and Maurice like, where you guys watching the game? And you came back and said, "Hey, where you guys at? I may meet you guys. Let me check with my lady." On the same day, you took a picture from the stadium.
Yeah, because that's where the game happens.
Didn't you hear him say the nerds are taking over? It's the alternate universe.
Like, meet us somewhere, dude. You're at the game. What?
Well, I can meet you at, you can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
Let me check with my lady. Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, because she's enjoying going to the game. She wants to see the Giants for some strange reason. So I go, okay, that's the game you want to see, honey.
No, you being a season ticket holder and you've been through the hard times, is it more enjoyable for you? As far as like right now with Brady and watching the team, are you sitting there like edge of your seat, or are you actually enjoying the games?
I enjoyed the games last year. This year, it's to me, it's old Bucks, same old thing. Where it's like you want, like I'd like to go to my car, like third quarter, and I normally like to drive home and listen to the game on the
You had the Bears game.
And then, but I'm scared now because shit happened. So I kind of wait till the fourth quarter. And then I'd be like, let's break for it. Because there's that silent period where you hear the stadium scream, but you don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Until I get to the car and I can turn on the 620, W80. And no, this year to me feels like a normal Bucks year, whereas last year, I don't know what it was, but it was something about like, oh, man, this is going to be the shit. So every game was like, I was excited, I didn't worry about the fourth quarter. This year, I'm a normal Bucks fan, but when I see like the last game, when I saw stuff going, I wasn't at the stadium obviously, but when I saw stuff going like against us, I was like, here we go, here go the goddamn Bucks. I was like waiting on the interception. I said, Tom Brady's gonna throw an interception.
Yeah, but he's only throwing 5 for the whole year as opposed to 15.
Yeah, but the Bucks has this kind of.
Love-hate relationship?
No, it's just like I've never seen us like really, other than last year, where you just like look at a game, be like, oh yeah, man, we just like the Super Bowl. Quite frankly, the first Super Bowl. Well, the first Super Bowl, we were like, oh yeah, we killing.
That's how I felt with the Bears.
We're killing these.
But with the Bears game this year, I walked in that one. I'm like, I told him I was scared because I'm not nervous. And usually I'll find something to be wrong. And the Bears game, I'm like, dude, if we lose this game, I may kill myself. So they're like, this is gonna be. I said it's gonna be a blowout. I called that game.
Yeah. I just this year I just know to pay attention to every play, pay attention to every down, who's on the field, whether it's Gronk or AB. Michael's gonna get his. Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer. Go ahead and chalk that up. But he's gonna drop his few. What is OJ or
nothing?
Well, if he shows up, right? The other boy, I can't think his name right now.
Participation trophy.
Can't break.
And then you got to figure out what our running back situation is going to be.
Hape.
And then you got to figure out what our running back's going to do. You don't know which one's going to pop out. Jones kind of showed up a little bit last week. Oh, here we go. This is Bucks, man. We're never going to be able to sit back and like the Patriots, previously, even Green Bay is going to win or lose. You can almost tell. To me.
Oh no, man, not right now.
I'm thinking.
But as a season ticket holder, when you're walking in the stadium or sitting in your seats, your expectations haven't changed. Like me personally, I can say now, I've literally the last 2 years have sat in that stadium and I haven't
expect to win.
Not only expect to win. I don't think I've ever been to a point in the game where I'm like, we can't win this game.
Okay, no, that's true. When you asked me, hey, 1 minute left, you think I still thought we could win. And I wouldn't have thought that. I'd have been home. I'd have been driving.
I remember back the last season with Winston. And you were like,
we were there.
I know, but what I'm
like, no.
What I'm saying is, the last season with Winston, you go to the game, so he's gonna throw 2 picks. But I'm saying is, but you don't have that feeling now.
No, I don't.
That's my whole point.
No, I mean, the thing is, it feels good to finally have a quarterback that you can okay, we have a quarterback, because we've always had quarterbacks, but I just never felt like man, even with Doug Williams, he was great.
No, wait a minute, let me ask something.
Well, you really feel like, okay, we get the quarterback position is under control. Let's figure out the defense or the tight end or let's figure out the other stuff. I felt we've always been hunting for a quarterback. Even when we had Steve Young, we didn't know how to deal with him. He didn't know how to deal with himself, and he goes to San Francisco. It's Hall of Famer. I just feel like something about Tampa Bay, either the management or I don't know what it is. We could never get a quarterback. Who's our quarterback that's going to be in the Hall of Fame? I know Doug, but our quarterback. Go in the Tampa Bay jersey. We got a lot of quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame, but none of them was in the Tampa Bay jersey. It never happened. But we got defensive players in there. We got all kind of stuff. I just want to. And how many teams have had a Brett Favre and an Aaron Rodgers? 2 back-to-back.
I think we messed up at
2 back-to-back.
With Sam Weiss. He actually his
San Francisco.
Vinny's last year here. Vinny actually had a pretty good last year here with Sam Weiss. And it was the end of his contract, and Sam Weiss let him go. I'm telling you, if we would have kept Vinny. Because you saw what Vinny did when he went to New York, when he went to Baltimore. And I think Sam, he actually performed good, but I think it was the end of his contract. So
he did in Cleveland?
Yeah, I mean, he did okay.
Didn't they call him back, and he went to Charlotte for a minute or something?
He went to Dallas for a little bit, I think. But I know he. What I'm saying is, the team had improved a little bit under Sam Weiss. Imagine if Vinny was here instead of Trent,
because he broke a lot of records.
Yeah, if Vinny was here with that defense that we had, we didn't need Brad Johnson. Would have had Vinny.
Well, it's a long way around to the question, but yeah, I feel different. Last year, definitely. This year, I do feel like every game is in play. There's no game that we're going to lose that game. But I'm starting to see, issues with the defense, issues with the play calling. When you see a GOAT make a mistake, you're like, was that the GOAT's mistake?
Well, I mean, he actually came up and took, he owned it. He basically said we had run that play 6 times in the game. Each time I hit Chris broke a tackle 15, 20 yards. I basically threw it wrong. Mike broke open. I should have hit him, and it cost us the game.
I didn't say that. Okay, good.
So, I mean, for somebody who is arguably the GOAT to come to a press conference, take ownership of that, show his accountability versus saying, hey, things happen. You take that away, I'm balling.
I am the GOAT.
You look at my numbers, I'm balling.
Yeah, I'm Serge Gotti.
All right, so how you looking at for the second half of the season? What you looking at? Keeping your same predictions, or you changing them? But you had them undefeated, I think.
The only game I even have a question about is the Buffalo game. Other than that, it should be easy for us, I think. I'm positive.
Barring injuries.
Well, and that's the key thing that's gotten us is injuries. I believe if we would have had 3/4 of our secondary with Murphy Bunting and Carlton Davis, a healthy Winfield or Whitehead, whoever's back there, I don't think we lose that game this past Sunday.
I agree. Injuries is always the thing that you can never.
We're getting Scotty Miller back.
Yay!
You're getting Scotty back. You get AB back.
I don't know. AB was on a boot on a bicycle last week.
Why is the fool on a bicycle if he's got a boot on?
I saw the video. He's on.
Right. I mean, I saw it as well. But explain that to me. Why is he on a bicycle?
You telling me I don't know about rehab? I don't know how that works. I don't know about physical rehab. I don't know if is that a good sign or a bad sign.
I don't think it's a activity.
All right, I got a question for all three of you. Be honest in answering this question. Based on what we've seen so far in the season with the Buccaneers, we're at, you said 6-2. Do you think there's a chance that they repeat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, there's always a chance.
Yeah. Now, to me, the biggest threat right now is the Rams.
Yeah,
that's the biggest. Like the Rams to me seem like they're like the destined team, and they put everything in.
They're doing what we did last year. They're hosting the Super Bowl. We're all in this year.
Exact same thing. And we played Cowboys again. I think because the Cowboys game, you said we barely won. We turned the ball over five times, and I'll say 2 of those were just BS
the Hail Mary, and then the.
But 3 of those.
On Fournette's hands.
Yeah, but Fournette did one.
Rojo had the fumble.
Yeah, that's it. I couldn't remember that one. And we were about to score, and Chris Godwin fumbled on the way to the end zone. You know, so I mean, yeah, the game was close, but we made it close. It wasn't like they were doing something to us.
Good point.
Yeah,
the only team that has really beaten us this year were the Rams.
Yeah, they put
that was pretty much it. And I honestly think because if we have a healthy secondary, they don't run crazy on us like they did.
So that's it.
All right. Okay, man. You got some last music? Because I don't want to even ask you about what you're thinking about Kansas City, because I think we all know what we think about
I know what's going on with Kansas City. All that trickery, and I finally caught up to him.
Nah, we set the blueprint on how to beat them.
That too. Yeah. But all that no look passing and all that stuff he did all the last 3 or 4 years. Now it's the football gods are coming to you.
Yeah, they got film. They got film on you
from the Bucs.
Yeah,
the Bucs did it. All right, so last
Hold on, real quick before you go, because Alfie asked a question. Let me ask the 2 Cleveland dudes a question.
Oh,
yeah.
It's the last year of his contract. You re-sign your quarterback next year?
Well, I think so.
Depends on what we do
this year.
Right.
Yeah,
Depends
if we go AFC Championship, we got
okay. Let's playoffs.
Playoffs. We going to play. We still going to playoffs.
Okay, but I'm saying
playoffs.
This wild card. You get it as a wild card.
Yeah,
you re-signing.
Depends on how far we go in the playoffs.
1 game. That's it.
Make the wild card and you lose the wild card game.
Depends on who's available.
That's a better
LeBron is tight end.
Yeah, like if Aaron Rodgers is available and wants to come to Cleveland, I'm with that.
About Russell Wilson.
I'll do Russell Wilson.
Just because
he's Wisconsin.
Yeah. No, there's no pause.
No, I mean, he was Wisconsin, so he's close.
Jared Goff.
Ooh.
Nah. Nah.
I wouldn't do Jared Goff.
I don't know who's going to be available.
Those 3: Jared Goff, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers.
Goff's going to be available?
Yep.
It's a 1-year contract?
I would go with Russell.
Of his last contract.
I would go with Russell first.
Yeah, because he's from he's not from the area, but
and he's got the Lord on his side.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
You want to see Sierra and the Browns?
That's right.
Yeah, that's all you wanted to make a little Browns, Super Bowl song. The Browns, man. God bless you guys. Jesus, man.
We're gonna
cannot get out your own.
Listen, the last time Odell went away, we made a run all the way to the playoffs.
You sure did.
Yeah, so.
That defense was awesome.
Because now you don't got to worry about, I got to throw him the ball. Because we got him as we're going to have these people watching him. Right. So that way it frees up the other side of the field. Yeah, we're good.
So do you think the way this was all handled, you think that leaves a bad taste in Jarvis's mouth?
I don't think so.
Because remember, they're best friends. They're teammates at LSU.
I hope not.
Now he's thinking about it.
I don't know. I think Jarvis understands
the business of it.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. It's just good business.
And plus, Jarvis was there after he left last time and saw, well, damn, we ran off like 6 in a row. So
it depends. Like I said, I said something in a speech. I was doing a mentoring thing at work, and I said, if you focus on yourself, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But when you focus on the team, you say, let's just win. Because everybody wants to win. You'll never find anyone who wants to disagree with you about winning. And if everybody has the winning, like, look, I don't care if I get a pass. Let's win.
Yeah.
If you can do that, that's the hump. I always say when you worry about, well, I get a pass, let me win for you. Let me get I say, well, then sometimes you will. Sometimes you're a Jerry Rice. Sometimes you're Randy Moss. But you know what? Most of the times you're not. But when you're like, let's make sure the game plan works so we win, I'm going to have the ring on. I'm going to be holding the trophy. I'm going to be in the record book, regardless. And that's the difference. If he has a feeling about my friend and he's not being treated fairly or me, that's when you're not about the team. You're not about winning. You're about you.
How will this affect LeBron?
I don't know.
I mean, that's his boy. He put a tweet out there. That's free OBJ.
That's cool.
What the hell was that?
Is he anti-Cleveland now?
He can be.
He never liked the Browns. He was always a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. He's up there with Jerry Jones.
Like free OBJ. I'm like, dude, why you even?
Because he knew what he was doing.
No, I'm saying he know. I'm saying as like,
yeah.
So the same day his dad puts out a video, then all of a sudden LeBron puts a tweet out, free OBJ.
Yeah,
someone's gonna find OBJ's dad and go, so tell us about the video. And dad's going to be like, what video? He goes, Instagram. He going to pull out his little, and flip his phone up and go, well, how do you get that on here? And then everybody's going to go, oh.
All right, here we go. We got the last song. I switched it up. Oh, I got to get the Kane and KRS. So this is play next week.
Oh, you a little punk, man.
JVC Force Strong Island. You ready?
Sure.
Hit and play.
All right, hold on.
Say that
hey,
word.
This is Cover 2 Conversations. This is your main man, Mike Gitt. I'm always joined by
Reginald Group.
Thank you, King Solomon, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for Alpha the Sith Lord.
Thank you.
Thank you, Serge Gotti, the Teflon producer, also known as the Surgeon General. Out there, albums coming out, shows coming out. Please check Flo Hayo on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your Twitter, on your whatever you need to look at, Instagram, whatever. Thank you so much for listening. And we'll be out and we'll be back. So, Reggie, what are you playing again? I'm sorry I interrupted you.
I'm playing right now while you're talking. JVC for Strong Island. Crank that bitch up. Well, that was it. I shut the laptop off. I'm like, okay, my bad.
Seriously?
Yeah, I was like, I shut everything down without thinking about it. Like, oh, my bad.